After falling into a chaotic mess, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH recalled the day when everything officially began. At that time before him, a system panel appeared along with a message. 10,000 saviors had all arrived. The trial begins. Witnessing that scene, he still did not understand what was happening. His eyes full of confusion. At that time I did not yet understand the seriousness of the situation, except for an ordinary person like me. Around him appeared many other people with strange appearances, as if they did not belong to this world. 999 other saviors were all cultivators, along with what we were about to face. The system continued to display a notification. 306 days remaining until the gods from other worlds appear. S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH sighed. Reality is like dog poop. The more that happened around him, the more confusing it became. The information the system suggested overwhelmed his brain. Unable to load. System login activated. Day 1 login. Reward: power of a 1,000-year-old demon beast. Day 2 login. Reward: legendary battle experience of the war god. Day 30 login. I can destroy a planet with one strike. Returning to the present, in a large general hospital, from a patient room a voice rang out. I have resigned, no longer related to you people, therefore. Inside the patient room were many men in black suits, holding weapons. S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH stood in front of his sister's hospital bed shouting, "Get out. This is my sister's room." They angrily replied, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH, you dare speak like this to Director T letter 1 EEB. It seems you need to be taught a lesson. Before they could continue, a man stepped inside and ordered, all right, put down your guns. We are running a serious company. Don't just aim at others. Speak calmly. The subordinates replied, yes, Director T letter 1 EB. He stepped towards S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH's sister's bed and continued, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH. This is your sister. I heard your parents died early. She raised you alone. But before she could enjoy happiness, she fell ill acutely. The treatment fees were advanced by the company to sustain her life. Yet you showed no respect to me, not even calling me Director T letter 1 EB. Hearing those words, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH still responded with a resolute cold gaze. I will repay the treatment fee that the company advanced, but if you want me to suffer injustice and owe a large sum for the amusement park project, I can only resign. Seeing that despite everything he still did not intend to yield, Director T letter 1 EB smirked evilly. Don't forget that initially it was you urgently requesting that I promoted you to head of the accounting team for the amusement park project. Of course I understand. You competed for this opportunity to pay for your sister's treatment. Stepping closer, he continued, you know, I am a man who believes in karma. You accepted the position for your sister, yet suddenly resign without taking responsibility. He asked again, aren't you worried something bad might happen to your sister? S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH sensed the malice in those words and shouted, damn it, are you threatening me? Before he could say more, T letter 1 EB's subordinates rushed over and held him tight. What do you want to do to my sister? I will never forgive you. Step back. Don't come near Director T letter 1 EB. Director T letter 1 EB's face darkened as he threatened. S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH, I am not a cruel man. I would not heartlessly watch misfortune befall this poor girl. But the amusement park project used government funds. Someone must take responsibility for the huge deficit. Pay with death to atone. Have you thought it through? If you and I die, who will take care of your sister? But if you save the company's face, the company will save yours. I can advance the next 10 years of her treatment fees for you. Facing these words, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH no longer reacted violently, but was silent as stone. A flood of chaotic thoughts endlessly swirling in his mind, making him uneasy. He added, think carefully today, think carefully and come to the company to see me tomorrow. Time quickly passed until the next morning. Sunlight streamed through the glass windows of the high-rise building. Outside the main door, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH, dressed neatly in a suit, walked straight inside. Upon seeing him, a girl with a surprised expression exclaimed, Team leader? He smiled and waved. H letter 1EA1T, I letter 1EC3U man. Long time no see. She immediately asked, Team leader, I have something I want to tell you. Can you come with me for a moment? After reaching the rooftop, with no one else around, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH reminded, H letter 1EA1T, I letter 1EC3U man. Actually right now you shouldn't act too familiar with me. Contrary to his words, she did not appear afraid. Instead her cheeks flushed as she interrupted. I don't mind, I know the timing is a bit off. But if I miss this chance, there may be no other. Team leader, no. An M letter 1EA1CH. Actually I have always liked you. I want to know if you feel the same. Hearing this sudden confession, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH had no time to react and didn't understand what was happening. I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood to think about this right now. H letter 1EA1T I letter 1EC3U man lowered her gaze, unable to look straight. Her voice a little sad. I see, I understand. An M letter 1EA1CH, can you close your eyes? I want to give you a farewell gift. He nodded in agreement. All right. And then when he closed his eyes, she stepped forward and whispered in his ear, I heard that if team leader survives and leaves the company, you will be made to take the blame for the amusement park project. So, just as she said this, her face revealed her malicious intent. She pushed S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH downwards. Whether it's for me or not, go die. As soon as those words left her mouth, he opened his eyes, his face showing clear shock. Instinctively, he grabbed her arm tightly to pull her back, making her startle and exclaim, Are you crazy? S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH. Let go. If you offend Director T letter 1EB, how can you willingly die? He interrupted. If you don't want to die together, pull me up. She screamed, Let go. I can't hold on anymore. So finally, under such immense pressure, she could no longer hold on, and both of them seemed to fall headlong from the company rooftop. Hatu man's face turned pale with fear as she screamed, I am falling. Wait, what is that? In her line of sight at that moment, when looking down, she saw a door along with a gigantic hand clearly appearing, grabbing Su-Mok's body and pulling him in. A door appeared on the ground, pulling him inside. In that moment, she realized she also had a chance to survive. Still a chance, as long as she stepped into that door she could live. Before she could be happy for long, the door slowly closed. The door is about to shut. No, As her scream ended, a dry cracking sound rang out, the sound of passers-by panikedly shouting, Hey, what happened? It's the body of a girl. Quickly call the police. A girl jumped off the building. At the same time, elsewhere under the lobby of a large building, Su-Mok was lying on the ground, not understanding what was happening. His body still intact. Falling from the rooftop to the ground, and I'm still alive. Before he could understand anything, looking around, everything that hit his eyes made him surprised once again, strangely. This is still the company building and the street he was familiar with before. Yet there was not a single person on the road. What on earth happened? In Su-Mok's mind, the system's voice rang out. 10,000 saviors have all arrived. The experiment begins. Hearing that, he asked in astonishment, Where is the sound coming from? Saviors, experiment. What the hell is that? Before he could understand, the figure of a girl appeared shouting, Get out of the way. This girl did not look like a normal person. She held a weapon and dashed forward. Not only that, in her hand the sword was emitting a strong light pink glow, along with an indescribable energy. The girl swung the sword, releasing a terrifying power, Ling Enhan Haiyan Dao. As soon as the words ended, an explosion rang out as if tearing the space apart. Dark clouds gathered in the sky. Su-Mok stood there, eyes fixed on the bizarre scene unfolding. In front of him a star-shaped light was flashing. He wondered, is this something humans can do? After defeating the monster, the girl finally glanced at him and spoke. Strange. This is the secret realm where cultivators are chosen to conduct the savior experiment. How could an ordinary person with no spiritual power like you enter here? She continued, Earlier the monster appeared next to you. You almost lost your life. Although I don't understand what happened, Su-Mok was still very grateful for being helped. Thank you for saving me. I also do not know why I am here. Can you tell me how to leave here? The girl replied, once the Savior experiment is opened, it cannot be freely entered or exited. You must wait until completing the trial mission to leave. But everywhere here is full of monsters. For you it is too dangerous. For this time just act with me. As soon as she finished speaking, suddenly from nearby, a figure stepped forward interrupting, Wudong Jr. Sister, the secret realm is not a place for charity. The person who just stepped forward was a man with brown hair. Behind him were also two more people wearing cloaks covering completely their faces. For cultivators like us, this is also an extremely dangerous absolute place. If you insist on carrying this burden, then I can only invite you to leave my team. In front of these words, Wudong did not know what to do, mouth stammering. Could it be that she wants to leave him? Because knowing Sumak is just an ordinary person. Leaving him here is no different from burying him alive. She anxiously continued, Tran's senior brother, But before she could finish, Sumak also understood her worries, so he interrupted. Do not worry about me. Just now you saved me. I was very grateful. Now you should think about your own matter first. Even if it is only me, no matter what method, I will definitely survive and return. He remembered his sister whom he loved dearly was still lying in the hospital. Because I have a reason to return. My sister is still waiting for me. Hearing these words, the man named Tran cast a sharp glance and said with a contemptuous tone, a mortal also dares to speak arrogantly. I am very curious when you face true despair, what kind of ugly expression will be revealed. After speaking to this point, after a while all of them simultaneously left, leaving only Sumak standing there with the sword. He blankly thought, oh, really leaving? After saying everything wholeheartedly, I thought that cultivator named Wudong would stay. Thinking of this, he observed the sword that had been given to him. Although she left a spare sword, but I also do not know how to use it. Well then, anyway it is just casually trying. When the critical moment comes indeed one can only rely on oneself. Only weak people hope for help from outside. Suddenly, a golden yellow system panel appeared right in front of him. System login activated. System login. Log in at the secret realm to receive generous rewards. Click to receive today's reward. Reading the few lines of text on the panel, Sumak blankly said, oh. Suddenly this light screen and strange sound appeared. But finally he still followed, raised his hands slowly and pressed on the words, click to receive today's reward. And then as soon as his finger touched, the space around him gradually changed, enveloped in a strange light. The system appeared, login day 1. Reward is the power of a 1,000-year beast. Reward granted. Please check. Indeed, just as the system said, he could feel his body lighter than ever, power flowing out. The fatigue from staying up late yesterday also completely disappeared. Amazing. At the same time in the real world, the system continuously appeared, checking the invasion from other worlds. The secret realm was about to activate. In total, 10,000 cultivators had obtained the identity of Savior to enter the secret realm to fight demon beasts invading from other worlds. The secret realm would broadcast live globally, and at the same time bind with the destiny of humanity worldwide. If a Savior in the trial failed, after 306 years from the day the gods of other worlds descended, human civilization would be destroyed. Below the streets, people were still in their daily lives. But today they heard strange sounds. They whispered and discussed with each other. Where is the sound from? Did you hear it? I heard it too. Strange, my phone automatically downloaded an app called Secret Realm Livestream. My phone too. Damn. The content of that sound is not real, right? If it is real then great. There really are cultivators in this world. I also want to become a cultivator. Idiot. Maybe in 1 year we will all be dead. What cultivation for then? Those saviors go fight the demon beasts. If they die, it is them who die first. Nothing to fear. Secret Realm Livestream has been installed. Let me see. Saying this, they quickly pressed the phone screen. A stream of light opened along with the words, Welcome to the Secret Realm Live channel. It began with an introduction. The secret realm is an intermediate area existing between the real world and other worlds. Ancient top-tier cultivators built the secret realm as a defense position on Earth to resist invasions from other worlds. Saviors who achieve victory in the secret realm will restore the spiritual energy of Earth. Entering an era where all people cultivate, everyone will have a chance to obtain long life, along with great power. Saying this, a little girl with a small body and rabbit ears appeared. Hello everyone, my name is VTuber Super Energy Human. Fictional host, Lu Lai Chuong. Very honored to be invited as the live broadcast host of the Secret Realm. Hope everyone supports me a lot in the time ahead. 2 co-hosts beside me came from one of the 4 great cultivation sects. 6th Elder of Tai NH letter 1EA5 TH letter 1ECF a PH letter 1E7. Quitin. Along with the most famous beautiful female idol in the world, D letter 1 ECBCH Suong. Lu Lai Chuong looked at Quitin and asked, Elder Qui, Sister D letter 1 ECBCH Suong, before the program officially starts, do you two have anything to share with the audience? Quitin answered, facing the invasion from other worlds. Cultivation sects have made thorough preparations. Demon beasts are fierce, but we cultivators are always ready to fight. D letter 1 ECBCH Suong sitting beside continued, Elder Quiz message really reassures others. One more point to remind everyone. The Secret Realm live stream app also has a special function, which is rewards from the audience. Each viewer account in the Secret Realm live broadcast program every day would generate different amounts of fate money, coins, which could be used to reward the savior they liked. Reward coins could help the savior in the secret realm increase their strength. In the future, I will also introduce the most anticipated savior in the live broadcast. Thank you for the remarks of the 2. Our live broadcast room will randomly show saviors fighting in context. The audience can also choose the separate broadcast rooms of different saviors to watch, using bullet screen to interact. So let us open the live room of the first lucky savior. As soon as the words ended, an image appeared. The live room of TR letter 1E7N fam. The man named TR letter 1E7N fam was lying on the ground with a look of extreme fear, tears streaming down, stammering, please, spare me. Witnessing the scene of TR letter 1E7N fam being swallowed whole by a one-eyed monster, the audience lost all interest in commenting. Originally, when the host introduced, I was very looking forward to the future. The result of opening the live stream showed me this. The 3 hosts began to scold themselves. The savior just entering the secret realm died on the spot. Is this a cultivator? Isn't he supposed to deliver items to demon beasts? Facing that scene, all 3 hosts froze, only able to force a smile. Lu Lai Chuong regained composure and had to steer the conversation elsewhere. Let's watch the next live room. When switching to Fong Vu's live room, this man was also being chased by a group of monsters with nothing he could do. Help. I don't want to die yet. Still not giving up. Lu Lai Chuong continued. Next room, another room, but the result remained the same. After jumping through rooms one by one, D letter 1 ECBCH Suong sadly said, I have to apologize to my fans. I did not do a good job with Thunder. It's my fault. It was supposed to be a fierce battle livestream. Why did it become a terrifying escape livestream? If I knew, I would not have entered. Suddenly Quitin noticed something. Eyes wide in astonishment, exclaimed, not quite right. The first Secret Realm trial should have been difficulty levels and such. System notification. Urgent reminder. Gods from other worlds strengthen invasion into the Secret Realm. Difficulty level of the Secret Realm upgraded for the first time. The difficulty of the Secret Realm reached extreme level F. 500-year-old demon beasts would appear. Seeing this, Lu Lai Chuong exclaimed, oh, another new Secret Realm notification. Quitin's face was extremely worried, and there were 500-year-old demon beasts. After the words of both of them, the audience continued to comment, panicked. Did you hear what the host said? The savior named S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH is an ordinary person. In S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH's live room, he still did not notice the presence of the people observing him, casually choosing more drinks. A cultivator losing face online rushing into the secret realm, not even as good as an ordinary person. He He is just too lucky. If he met a demon beast, he would have been frozen already. Or everyone try to see how long he can survive. Suddenly, from behind S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH, under the crack of the door, a strange purple-black aura appeared and flowed inside. Whoa, the number of people in the live room increased suddenly. Does anyone want to reward the boy S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH? Who will reward him? Wasting coins on an ordinary person. Better to give to another cultivator. I want to see how he dies. Gradually the black aura poured in more and more. A body began to form. Hey, in the corner of the live room, it seems a demon beast is approaching S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH. S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH also quickly noticed it. But his expression did not change at all, only looking up with cold eyes. The audience room erupted even more. Ha ha ha. Go for it, boy who does not know cultivation. He is surely dead. Seeing the thing that had just appeared before S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH, D letter 1 ECBCH, Suong could not believe her eyes. Her expression turned anxious and trembling. What kind of incompetent secret realm was this? Unexpectedly summoning an ordinary human to serve as a savior, Elder Kwe. Can we release S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH from the secret realm? Quitin was also utterly helpless and could only close his eyes. This secret realm was created by cultivators in ancient times. We cannot control it, and moreover it is already too late. Before 100-year demon beast, this mortal cannot survive more than 3 seconds. Returning to the inside of the secret realm, standing before S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH was a demon beast with 6 eyes and a colossal body. Around it a dark aura constantly radiated outward. Yet he did not care at all, nor did he feel a trace of fear. His hand stroked his chin as he thought, "Oh, I didn't expect this beast to have 6 eyes, and its figure is much larger than the one before. Could it be an upgraded super version? Although through the login system I gained the strength of a 1,000-year beast, it still feels a bit frightening." Monsters in comics and novels usually range from thousands to tens of thousands of years old. Just as he was thinking this, the beast began to move. It swung its enormous hand toward him. But of course he did not stand still to receive it. His agile body retreated backward to dodge, and its speed was indeed slow. Even a random evasion was enough. Could it truly be that weak? When the beast opened its palm, it found that S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH was gone. It thought it had certainly caught him, but there was no one. Gone. Although he had dodged that strike, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH remained extremely cautious, reminding himself not to lower his guard. This beast might be slow, but its defense was high, so it deliberately used this tactic to lure him into attacking, so that his own strike would cause him a fatal wound. Thinking of this, he raised his hand to grasp the sword. Then let us test my speculation. His eyes gleamed sharply as he looked toward the massive 6-eyed beast. That cultivator view D-stroke letter 183NG had left behind a long sword. Let's try attacking the beast with this. Without hesitation, to confirm his guess, he swung a heavy slash onto the creature's body and cried out, "Hit it." The beast seemed to feel something strike its body. Its face paled in fear, sweat pouring down. Yet, after waiting a moment, it felt no pain. Its body remained intact. It laughed with delight, unscathed. In contrast, the sword in S letter 1 EDF and letter 1 EA1CH's hand was no longer the same, broken into 2 halves. Indeed, this beast was exactly as he suspected, luring him into attacking so as to create a counter-injury. Fortunately, he had used the sword. Otherwise, the injured one would have been himself. Through the livestream hall, the audience began to burst into comment. Ha ha ha, Elder Kwe has slapped himself several times already. He said S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH would not last 3 seconds. Yet he is incredible, not even grazing a corner of the beast. This level of evasion must be max level. But what use is dodging more? Did you not see his attack? Even his sword shattered, just scratching the beast's itch. The one ahead speaks so professionally, but for a mortal to perform like this is already remarkable. Back inside the livestream studio, the 3 hosts were all watching closely. Lu Lai Chuong smiled and spoke, astonishing. I didn't expect S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH could dodge all of the beast's attacks. D letter 1 ECBCH Suong, puzzled, continued. I was startled by S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH's display. Perhaps he could even slay the beast. Elder Qui, what do you think? Hearing this, Qui Tin pondered and replied, I must admit I misjudged. Seeing S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH's combat performance just now, he must be someone who has practiced martial arts daily. Moreover, his level is quite high. But only with spiritual power can one harm a beast. Only cultivators can bring it down. Though he may dodge with martial experience, his counterattacks cannot injure it. Unfortunately for this mortal, it will be a battle of utter despair. Even if he evades countless strikes, a single hit will kill him instantly. Returning again to S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH, as he kept retreating, he realized he was being pressed against a massive wall. His face grew worried as he thought, troublesome. I did not pay attention to the terrain. Now the beast has forced me into a dead corner. Nowhere left to dodge. Thinking so, he looked forward at the six-eyed beast. Its colossal body and rippling muscles looked even more terrifying. But surrendering now was not an option. S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH resolved to risk it all. Only a single gamble remained. Feigning an attack, he lightly pushed the beast. Though his push was small, within his mind he was trying to measure the true weight of the creature, and the livestream audience held their breath, countless eyes staring at the scene as if the fate of this lone mortal could somehow shift the entire battle. Some mocked, others prayed, yet even mockery carried a trace of uneasy respect, for in the face of despair, this ordinary man still dared to gamble with his life. His hand clenched into a fist as he steadied himself, telling his mind that if the beast hesitated even briefly, he could escape this dead corner. Acting on that thought, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH thrust his hand forward with what he believed was only a light push. Yet in that instant, a golden light burst forth, carrying a surge of immense power that shook even the walls around him. His eyes widened in shock, muttering, wasn't that just a gentle shove? But the beast was blasted backward, smashing through a massive wall before dissolving into nothingness, gone in an instant. Too weak, far too weak, almost laughably so. The whole scene was seen by everyone, and the live stream hall erupted. A moment ago, Elder Qui had declared that only cultivators could strike down a beast. Yet now the divine M letter 1 EA1CH shows his might. Some fans even screamed they wanted to bear his children. Others mocked the false saviors who ran while the real one toppled a beast with a single move. From that moment his strength was acknowledged by all, and floods of viewers sent him tips. Don't stop me, I must shower him with coins, +1, +1, +1. A shining system notice appeared. Honored Savior S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH, you have received over 5,000 reward coins from the audience. Combat power increased by 50 points. Hearing this, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH stared at his palm, feeling a strange new energy rushing through his veins, while the voice of the realm resounded again, audience reward coins, a new function. Yet though it claimed his power rose, he sensed no change at all. The system then explained, login system reminder, consult to view current combat strength, present value 10,000 plus 50. In the real world, at the old company where Sumak had worked. Inside the room, a subordinate ran in with a hurried appearance and shouted, Director 2, big trouble, that kid Sumak is live streaming again. Hearing this, Director 2 remained very calm and continued, such a small matter. What is there to be surprised about? Panicking is not dignified. The subordinate continued, No, Director 2, listen to me. This is not an ordinary live stream. It is a secret realm live stream. That kid Sumak was selected as a savior, and even killed a beast in the secret realm. What if he comes outside to find us for revenge? Completely opposite to that hurried appearance. It seemed he already knew about this, so it was not surprising at all. All right, I already know about this. The worker jumped from the building this morning. Ha to you, man. All responsibility for the deficit of the project is placed on her. The treatment costs of Sumak's sister are also cancelled. all reconciled with Su-Mok simultaneously. Hearing this, the subordinate stammered, Director 2, have you ever considered that Su-Mok might not agree to reconcile with us? He smiled smugly and asked, don't you think I agreed to reconcile because I am afraid of him? He is just an ordinary martial artist. Luckily, he killed a 100-year-old beast. Even if he were a cultivator, so what? For the upper class of society, the existence of cultivators has never been a secret. At any time I can invite several cultivators to surround and attack Su-Mok. If Su-Mok does not want to reconcile, I can only help him ascend to immortality. Back to the Secret Realm live stream hall. Liu Lijiang excitedly spoke. Since the Secret Realm opened until now, it has been more than an hour. The situation is beginning to change. The cultivators continuously defeat the powerful beasts, hoping the audience continues to reward coins to the brave saviors, right? Also must thank the professional commentary of the honored elder, so ordinary people like us can also understand the details of the battle. As soon as this sentence ended, D letter 1 ECBCH Suong jokingly continued, but I think the honored elder is most effective in the program when commenting on your friend Su-Mok. I somewhat want to invite the honored elder to participate in game shows. Hearing these words, the distinguished spirit crossed arms over the chest and said exasperated, please spare me. Now I am not in the mood to joke. The current situation is not as optimistic as you all imagine. Beasts of several decades to 100 years have appeared since the beginning. Then 200-year-old beasts. Now the difficulty of the secret realm will gradually increase over time, according to the evaluation standards of the secret realm. 100-year-old beasts have combat power 100. 200-year-old beasts combat power 300. 300-year-old beasts combat power 500. 400-year-old beasts combat power 1000. 500-year-old beasts combat power will be 2000. From the moment the 500-year-old beasts appear in the arena, the cultivators will face the most difficult challenge. But facing the seriousness that he mentioned, Liu Lichuang still did not feel that way. Regarding this, I have a different perspective from the honored elder. The saviors are risking their lives to fight. We should also have faith in them. Just like before, who would have thought Su-Mok could easily kill a 100-year-old beast? Speaking of this, how about we continue watching Su-Mok's live stream room? Perhaps he can create a new miracle. As soon as the words ended, the live stream room immediately directed straight to Su-Mok. But at this time he was sleeping soundly without caring about anything else. The audience commented, laughing to death. Liu Lichuang also failed. Do not go to this live stream room anymore. It will be unfortunate. Creating a miracle is sleeping peacefully for half an hour in the dangerous secret realm. Earlier I even rewarded him. But the result was he just slept like that. The idiot savior crawls up for you. Your fate coins are worth less than pigs. If you do not know how to be a savior, then do not do it. Better find a workshop to work in. How many saviors are trying to work? If you are this unreliable, then there is nothing to support. Go watch Bai Mong Quan in the live stream next door instead. I am also watching Bai Mong Quan's live stream. Just now he used weakness to overcome strength. Killed two 200-year-old beasts. Moreover, now it seems he is challenging an even stronger beast, so handsome it kills. Facing this series of comments, Liu Lichuang was speechless with anger, speaking out. Su-Mok was not originally a cultivator. Cannot be too harsh with him. Dan Mac, please speak rationally. The honored spirit spoke to relieve the tension. I agree with Liu Lichuang's thinking. After all, he is just a mortal. A move that killed the beast before by Su-Mok was actually not as effortless as he showed. It was through extremely avoiding the beast's attacks and seizing the opportunity to strike. Beside him, Dich Suong continued, Su-Mok's state really makes people a little disappointed. Although just now Dan Mac mentioned Bai Mong Quan, how about we go watch his live stream room? Very quickly the scene shifted to Bai Mong Quan's live stream room. A young man with a handsome appearance, holding a sword. An Mong Quan, so handsome. An Mong Quan, fight on. I already rewarded you coins. Just came from Su-Mok's live stream to here. This person seems to be a reliable savior. Facing Bai Mong Quan is a 300-year-old beast. It is opening its large mouth. From the middle of the mouth, forming a bright red energy orb. Immediately after, it launched this shockwave straight forward as if wanting to burn everything. Why is the screen full of smoke? Who will win after all? The destructive power of this beast is too strong. There is smoke, but no injury, and Mong Quan will definitely be fine. Rewarded coins already. Everyone quickly reward coins to An Mong Quan. Just looking at this beast, the honored spirit realized it is a fairly strong beast. This is a 300-year-old beast not knowing its limits, yet dares to challenge a 100-year-old beast. Is this kid seeking death? Hearing this, Liu Lai Chuang asked, "Honored elder, didn't some saviors already surround the 300-year-old beast before?" He replied, "Not like before. The people who killed the 300-year-old beast were core disciples of the four great sects, geniuses with top-level abilities. Bai Mong Quan, according to information, is just a wandering cultivator without a sect, ordinary talent. Logically, he could already kill a 200-year-old beast, which is a miracle. Challenging a 300-year-old beast is logging out to the other world." Returning to the battle, after the destructive display of that beast, the layer of white dust gradually dissipated, revealing the buildings with large cracks everywhere. However, contrary to the honored spirit's expectation, Bai Mong Quan was still alive, stepping out from the rubble and saying, "The strength of a 300-year-old beast is only at this level." Looking at him now, he seemed completely unharmed, eyes full of determination staring straight ahead. Really disappointing. When will I meet an opponent that makes me fight with all my strength? It seemed the beast also could not believe its eyes, standing frozen in one place, while everyone else breathed a sigh of relief. Good, An Mong Quan is fine. Come on, honored elder. Why is the plot turning again? This time Su Mok is not here. As another battle was about to begin, suddenly some viewers noticed something strange. Look everyone, there is someone coming out from the rubble over there. Very well, isn't that Su Mok? Just now who said Su Mok wasn't here? Just as they said. From behind Bai Mong Quan, Su Mok stepped out from the ruined building with a bewildered expression. Honored elder, I have found the reason for the plot turning. Wonderful. Just came from Su Mok's live stream, and now I see Su Mok in this live stream room. What kind of fate is this? He stepped outside looking forward, scratching his head and saying, slept and woke up to find the whole house collapsed. The secret realm is really dangerous. Brother, need help. That beast does not look easy to deal with. Hearing this suggestion, Bai Mong Quan just glanced back and smiled. You stay here, do not walk back and forth. Dealing with this beast alone is enough for me. To prove his strength, Bai Mengjun gripped the sword radiating blazing energy and charged at the beast. He unleashed his technique, Supreme Sword Dao Tide Brilliance, delivering a devastating strike. With just that one blow, the monster's head exploded into hundreds of fragments before the shocked eyes of everyone watching. Yet before they could celebrate, the beast's head slowly regenerated as if nothing had happened. The audience shouted in awe, praising Bai Mengjun as the man they admired most, then gasped in alarm that the beast's head had grown back again, warning him to be careful. Witnessing this, Bai Mengjun stood motionless, clutching his sword tightly and murmuring in surprise, "Oh, it still lives. Is this some form of rapid regeneration?" Not only that, he sensed an even more terrifying aura building inside the creature, its spiritual energy surging stronger than before, a troublesome sign. Even as he spoke, the beast opened its massive jaws, forming a surge of energy aimed straight at him. Of course, he did not stand still but stomped hard against the ground, leaping into the NG letter 1A3 IN high as he unleashed another technique, Supreme Sword Dao Mountain Splitter. His strike pierced through the monster like a deadly arrow, forcing it to scream in agony. Not stopping there, Bai Mengjun launched a barrage of relentless attacks, the shockwaves spreading for hundreds of miles. Nearby, Suo Mai sat relaxed, casually eating snacks as he watched the battle, muttering that it was amazing, far stronger than anything he had ever seen in movies. After finishing his words, he sat again with eyes fixed on the battle, watching intently as techniques echoed one after another. Supreme Sword Dao Ocean Severing, followed by Golden Sword Technique Moon Eclipse. The entire livestream audience kept commenting, some shouting that this monster was using a blood hack, injured more than a dozen times yet still alive. Impossible. Bai Mengjun was suffering. No matter how hard he fought, the beast would not die. If it were me, my spirit would have collapsed long ago. Many wanted to call Bai Mengjun weak for fighting so long without killing the beast, but after glancing at Suo Mai they chose silence instead. Using him as comic relief made everything bearable. Suo Mai's great feat was eating a bag of potato chips. This really was a spectacular fight. Comparisons only bring more pain, ha ha ha. In the host room, Liu Lijiang asked in confusion, Elder Gui, could it be this monster really cannot be killed? Gui Jing replied calmly, a monster with rapid regeneration is the most troublesome type of all. If you cannot deal a fatal strike instantly, then there is no way to slay it. Normally, it requires many cultivators of the same level to attack together to truly kill this kind of beast. Bai Mengjun is a great talent, an unsheltered cultivator of average roots who can still display strength, not weaker than the core disciples of the four great sects. If he had lived in the ancient times when spiritual energy was abundant, his achievements would have been unimaginable. Such a pity he is about to lose his life here. Meanwhile, inside the secret realm, Bai Mengjun was unable to figure out how to destroy the monster. His face darkened as he thought, my spiritual energy is nearly exhausted, my stamina is at its limit. Am I truly going to die here? The more he thought, the less he could accept it. Refusing to yield, he roared in his heart, I cannot accept this. Even in this age of dwindling spiritual energy, I have pursued the footsteps of ancient legends, abandoning wealth, enduring trials and hardships until I finally found a sect of cultivation. With only one thought left in his mind, lacking talent and missing destiny, the road ahead severed, he had no choice but to part ways with his sword and struggle for fortune, seizing opportunities, claiming divine medicine. His eyes gleamed with fury, lamenting his own efforts, having gained the title of savior, arranging support troops, drawing viewers from other livestream rooms to receive rewards, yet he felt no shame nor regret for this. The path to immortality demands struggle. Being one step late means falling behind for a lifetime. Only by grasping the chance can one stand at the peak. Having obtained this hard-won cultivation body of sword arts, how could he allow himself to die so easily here? Thinking this, Bai Mengjun charged straight toward the monster, confronting it head-on. The ancient secret technique he had accidentally learned carried immense risk of death, but now was the moment to gamble with his life. Sitting behind, Suo Mai's eyes still followed the battle, and as he watched the pillar of light shoot into the sky, he exclaimed in awe, oh, what an exaggerated effect! Is this his true power at last? Yet he still felt something was not quite right. After waiting for a while, he found it strange. Why was there still no movement? Could it be that he was injured? At this point he could no longer sit still, slowly rising to his feet and moving forward. It was better to check what truly happened. Approaching Bai Mengjun, Suo Mai asked, Brother, are you all right? At that moment his whole body was covered in dirt, his strength depleted. Using his sword to support himself and keep standing, he weakly answered, I am fine, it is over. This beast has finally been defeated by me, ha ha ha. But before he could rejoice, when he lifted his head, the monster was already standing there as if nothing had happened. His expression darkened, teeth clenched tightly in disbelief. How could this be? The beast is still not dead. Its aura was even more terrifying than before. Not only that, it once again opened its mouth and gathered a massive energy orb, preparing to strike directly at both of them. Bai Mengjun hurriedly shouted, Careful, you must dodge quickly. Before he could even finish, Suo Mai had already stepped forward, placing himself in front of him, his fist releasing a fierce golden light that blasted the beast away with unstoppable power. After dealing with it, he turned back and asked, Sorry, what was it you said just now? I did not hear clearly. After realizing So Mok's true strength, Bak Mong Quan no longer looked down on him, but instead regarded him with different eyes. I want to apologize for my dismissive attitude earlier. Your combat power is not inferior to mine. The fifth secret realm usually gathers only disciples from small sects and a few rogue cultivators. Meeting someone like you here is truly my fortune. At that moment, beside them lay the body of the demonic beast, headless, and without any sign of movement. He continued, "If the two of us join forces, we will surely be able to defeat this beast." Hearing this, Somak glanced with some confusion at the corpse. "But is it not already dead?" Bok Mong Quan replied firmly, "Do not be careless. This is a rare beast with rapid regeneration. It will not die so easily." His grip tightened on the sword as he pointed it toward the beast. Normally, to deal with this type of monster, at least 4 cultivators of the same level are required. But if we fight together, we may be able to destroy it completely. The only problem is that my body has nearly reached its limit. We must settle this in the next strike, or else we will both become its prey. Hearing these words, Somak rubbed his chin in thought for a moment, then nodded. "I understand. Compared to you, I have indeed been less cautious. I agree with your proposal." Receiving this confirmation, Bok Mong Quan felt slightly reassured. "Good, then you will coordinate with my next attack." As he finished speaking, the sword in his hand released a mysterious blue glow that enveloped the surroundings. "We must strike at the very moment this beast regenerates. Only then can we inflict a fatal wound upon it. We should still have about 5 seconds to prepare." 10,000 phenomena returned to 1. With that, he took his stance, ready and waiting for the crucial moment to unleash his strike and bring down the demonic beast. In contrast to his serious demeanor, Somak was still pondering silently. Preparation time. What exactly am I supposed to prepare for? Striking a handsome pose, perhaps? Embarrassing. It is still better to fight in a normal way. With that thought, both of them took their stances, eyes fixed intently on the beast's body. 5 seconds passed. Then 20 seconds passed. Finally, a full minute went by, yet the beast showed no sign of movement. Contrary to their expectations, the creature could no longer resurrect. Its body simply lay there motionless. Seeing this, Somak turned to look at Bok Mong Quan and asked, "The beast still has not revived. Should we keep waiting? Hey, are you all right? You are starting to cough up blood." From his mouth, a mouthful of fresh blood spilled out. Yet he tried to suppress it as he answered, "It is nothing. Maintaining this state continuously only places a burden on my body. Just give me a moment, and I will recover." In his heart, however, he thought, "This guy really eliminated the beast with a single strike, and all the while kept eating. How can he receive so many more rewards than me to boost his combat power?" The more he thought, the less he could comprehend, his face turning pale. No, perhaps before he even entered this secret realm, his strength had already surpassed mine. Damn, I should not have been distracted earlier. I did not notice at all. Bok Mong Quan's arm trembled with each pulse, veins bulging as his complexion shifted. So this was the side effect of maintaining 10,000 phenomena returned to 1 for too long. With the fragile body of a human, he could no longer withstand it. Blood poured from every sense organ in thick crimson streams. His mouth opened in a painful roar, the spiritual energy within his body spiraling out of control. And in that final fleeting moment, he felt his body shattering, a torrent of energy swelling within his chest. "I do not want to die yet." As the words left his lips, a thunderous explosion erupted, accompanied by clouds of thick white smoke billowing in all directions. Standing next to him, Somak had not yet reacted before the force of the explosion blasted him backward. What happened? Just a moment ago they were still talking, and now this brother suddenly exploded, leaving not even ashes. Since he could not understand the reason, he could only conclude, was it the attack of that beast, so terrifying, he could not even sense its method of attack. They had underestimated it too much. While it was still pretending to be dead on the ground, they had to leave quickly. Saying that, he looked around. Everywhere was covered by thick white dust. No direction could be seen. Through Somak's live stream room, people began to comment, "Impossible, the beast could not revive." Bai Mengjun even blew himself up. "Those foolish viewers who cursed Mock God earlier, where are you now? Come out and face it. Why are you scared now? Mock God is the real strong one. One move ended the beast. Stop lying." It was clear Somak waited until the beast and Bai Mengjun both were injured before sneaking in to kill. At least keep some face. This is hilarious. Are those above Bai Mingjun's hardcore fans? The man himself is already gone cold. Who do you still want to protect? Inside the host's room, the atmosphere fell into suffocating silence. Xuang truly could not believe his eyes and exclaimed, "This was indeed an unexpected result of the battle." So Mok, whom Elder Kui called a mortal, suddenly burst out with such great power, while the genius Bai Mingjun suddenly exploded on his own. Elder Kui, what do you think now? Hearing this question, he coughed a few times and replied, "Cough, cough. I deeply regret the death of Bai Mingjun. He died because he used too many techniques beyond his limit and exploded, truly powerless." As for Somak, his combat performance reminded me of a certain long-lost cultivation school. The body refining school, a cultivation sect modeled after some kind of beast, appeared in ancient times, while most cultivation sects sought the state of unity between man and heaven, using their own spiritual energy as bait or as a bridge to draw out the energy between heaven and earth, thereby unleashing destructive power far beyond their own strength. The body refining school instead imitated the cultivation methods of certain beasts, using the body to directly refine spiritual energy, transforming it into pure physical power, in battle relying only on the strength of the body. Yet the human body had its limits. Although at first their growth speed far surpassed orthodox cultivators, even the strongest body refiners could only reach the combat power of a 1,000-year beast. So the body refining school eventually declined. Kui Tin continued to explain, using pure strength to fight does not release spiritual energy. I suspect Somak inherited the legacy of the ancient body refining school, combined with the large amount of rewards he received thanks to his outstanding performance at the beginning of the live stream. That is why he could show combat power far beyond the ordinary. Switching back to the real world, inside a large company, very quickly, Tu Tong caught this information, his face full of doubt as he exclaimed, "The body refining school, killing a 300-year beast. Is Somak really that strong?" The subordinate standing behind him added, "Tu Tong, did you not say before that you could invite several cultivators to besiege Somak? Moreover, there has never been any promising body refining school. Is there really a need to worry?" He replied, "Fool, even if a body refiner can only reach the combat power of a 1,000-year beast, did you forget what Elder Kui said? The earth now is drained of spiritual energy. The strongest cultivators can only reach the combat power of 1,000 years. In today's earth, Somak is a monster who can kill a 300-year beast. The ordinary cultivators I could invite simply cannot match him." Seeing Tu Tong extremely angry, the subordinate had no choice but to comfort him. "Tu Tong, please calm down. Until now, no matter how hopeless the problem was, in your hands it was always solved easily. This time is no different." Hearing this, he relaxed somewhat, held his head and snorted coldly. "You are right. Things have not yet reached a dead end. The large-scale amusement park project led by the third son of the Lai family conglomerate, Lai Ham Lin, aside from this accident, he should not expect any consideration. No matter what, we must drag Lai Ham Lin into the water, have him provide support first. At that time we must do everything possible to delay. You will take the most important task. Go to the hospital and capture Somak's sister. She is an important hostage." Receiving the order from Tu Tong, the subordinate quickly replied, "Yes, Tu Tong, I will not betray your trust." Before letting the subordinate leave, he added, "Also, tell the brothers to leave the company today. Give them half a day off." Hearing this, the subordinate was frightened. "What, Tu Tong? I was about to say the security force in the company is too weak. I wanted to call in more people." Seeing his worried look, he reassured, "Do not worry. It is not that I am giving up. I just do not want them to die in vain before the power of cultivators. From a useless street thug to the position I have today, every step was taken through pools of blood. My sins, I fear, can only be washed away in hell." Saying this, Tu Tong became even more determined. "Therefore, I will never easily give up my life. Before going down to hell, I still want to see the scenery from a higher place." Back inside the secret realm, within a row of tall buildings, the atmosphere suddenly fell into a terrifying silence. While the stillness covered everything, a panicked voice suddenly shouted, "Wudong, run!" In front of him now were countless tentacles writhing and rising from the ground. Before he could react, the one-eyed beast with many tentacles rushed forward and struck him down on the spot. Not far away, behind a large wall, Wudong stood there gasping for breath, her voice trembling, dead, all the teammates are dead. Being able to fight monsters to level up without trouble or fatigue, and even save the world, it was all just a lie to deceive others. From the start I should not have believed such nonsense propaganda, becoming a savior. As she said this, her face showed ultimate fear, sweat pouring down in streams. She could no longer endure it. When would this nightmare experience finally end? Standing all alone in a strange place with no one familiar only made her more panicked. She kept running without stop until the secret realm mission ended. As long as she could survive, that was enough. Just as she thought of this, suddenly from behind her back, So Mok appeared out of nowhere and called out, "Wudong." She stopped in surprise. Huh? Her eyes looked blankly toward him and asked, "Oh, you are that ordinary person who appeared when the secret realm opened, the turtle. I did not expect you to still be alive." Realizing she had misspoken, Wudong hurriedly waved her hands and explained, Sorry, I was not insulting you. Please do not be angry. It is just too hard to imagine you could survive in the secret realm until now amidst the slaughter of the beasts. It really is not easy." In contrast to her panic, So Mok replied calmly, "Surviving until now is only because of good luck. I must still thank you for the sword you gave me, though it is broken now. By the way, where are your teammates?" Hearing this, Wudong could not help but lower her gaze sadly. All dead, in chasing the dream of becoming the main character who saves the world. Cultivators from small declining sects like us should never have held such unrealistic hopes. No matter how hard we tried, we could not compare with the core disciples of great sects. In front of powerful beasts, we were not even as much as dragon scales, only mere cannon fodder, abandoned to fate without any chance of turning back. You continued, "Indeed, the power of the demon beast truly too strange and terrifying. Not long ago a cultivator exploded right before my eyes. Even ashes also not remain. Even I also not feel the attack of the demon beast begin from when, if not for the sacrifice of him, then maybe the one dead would be me already." Seeing now So Mok also not have place anywhere to go, myself also only alone, Wudong decided to let you follow. Or now you follow me go. We find a place hide, wait the great elders destroy the final boss. Then we can return to reality already. If unfortunately meet danger, I also will try my best to protect you. Through the live stream room of So Mok, the viewers all laughed happily at that sentence of her. This little sister just said what? She wants to protect Mok God, huh? Think again please. The great elder is right beside her there. Mok God also cute silly too much. Yet not know the death of Bok Mong Quan is self-explosion. Saying nonsense what? Mok God here clearly careful keep a bit of face for Bok Mong Quan. Don't insult the dead anymore. Ha ha ha. Just like that the two decided rely on each other. Together face in the secret realm world full of demon beasts this. Wudong walked ahead reminded, "Follow close me. According to my experience this area quite safe." Still walking then suddenly So Mok stopped. His eyes glanced to the side stammering, "But seems I heard sound nearby." Seeing that, she also stopped curious asked, "Sound huh?" Not yet let Wudong finish speaking. In her eyes appeared image of a disgusting monster with tentacles already stood there from when. Its greedy eyes stared at the two like want to eat alive. To eat alive. Inside the secret realm, everything was quiet then now again disturbed by the one-eyed demon beast. No more time to think. Right behind back is a disgusting monster chasing. Wudong only can throw herself run away say to So Mok, "Don't turn head back. Run toward that tall building." You heard that then immediately ask, "You serious huh? Go inside the tall building. We will no longer have place to escape anymore." Before I already once met this type of demon beast. Moreover, even successfully escaped. More and more the demon beast with that fierce face again closing in toward both. She confirmed once more. "In short, just trust me is fine." You refuted. "Just now you still said this place very safe." Result: blink of an eye, already met demon beast. Completely not trustworthy. Cannot use words anymore. Wudong decided use action. Directly carried So Mok up, made him panic. Hey, you doing what? She answered. No more time to explain anymore. Just like that, not a bit hesitation. Wudong carried So Mok run away from the alley. In short, just trust me is fine. After a while, struggling exhausted, finally both already entered inside a tall building. Inside not have a single shadow of people, also not have shadow of demon beast. Indeed, that demon beast completely not chase, unexpectedly already shook it off. You stood hiding behind a stone pillar, looking around once said, sorry, just now I misunderstood you already. Right beside you. Wudong stood there sighing in relief after having escaped from that demon beast. The vision of that demon beast extremely sharp, but it not of hearing. Touch also very slow. Step into the building with complex structure, instead easier to escape its tracking. Temporarily safe already, but now still cannot be careless. We go up higher floor, wait 10 more minutes, then leave. At this time So Mok also no longer doubtful, but immediately obeyed. Okay, listen you. When entering the building I saw indicator chart. Stairs probably on the left. She interrupted. No, we take elevator. Facing that sentence, you really cannot understand what she thinking, asked again. Ah, elevator huh? Wudong explained. You don't know huh? The scene of the secret realm simulated the city that we in reality, including power system. Therefore elevator also can use normally. You pointed to the side, refuted. No, my meaning is go stairs not safer than elevator huh? But Wudong did not listen, patted chest confident. Indeed, considering safety aspect, then go stairs reasonable more. But you also not think since I stepped into secret realm already always running away. Just now even carried you running so long. You know yourself how heavy you are not. I already exhausted. Now not want go one more step anymore. Finally till now you also understood the reason why she not want climb stairs. Face bored, eh? So the stamina of cultivator weak like that huh? She answered. You thought the way of cultivation normal of cultivator like us is train muscles in gym huh? Take elevator also no problem. Sometimes use a little sharp weapon of modern civilization not very good huh? The demon beast appeared before also not intelligent to the point no use elevator. Said then, to not waste more time, she quickly stepped to the elevator and pressed button up floor above. Just after a few seconds waiting, the door of elevator began have movement slowly opened. But in the eyes of both at that moment inside elevator, countless corpses already piled up from when, blood splattered everywhere, bodies also not intact. Once again So Mok confirmed his guess was correct. Seems like already have demon beast learned to use elevator. Wudong, you can recognize the wounds on their bodies is caused by the demon beast before tracking us or not. Hearing that, she observed them once then gave a conclusion. This is of another demon beast did. This building is territory of another demon beast. No, maybe things worse than we thought. It only a bait, just merely a bait, deliberately chased us toward this building. The purpose, the goal is to cooperate with the demon beast inside this building, to join together and to kill us. People often say before the storm then sky often calm wind. Exactly this quiet still atmosphere made both of us become more nervous and more worried. Wudong cast her eyes, blinked lightly and looked around once. Time for us to hide is not much anymore. If let them form sandwich situation, then we surely dead. At least we must find a place wide enough, large enough, and also have hiding spot. After shake off one demon beast, then run out this building later. Immediately, without wasting any more moment, So Mok turned his body and started to go find place. I know already. On the map it showed there is a very big office room upstairs. Follow me. Exactly like your words. Upstairs there is an office room quite wide. Enough place for both to hide. And very soon after that, the monster finally also arrived. Dragging each step slowly entered inside to search prey. This exactly the monster earlier forced both into this tall building. Now again it appeared and searching everywhere. Although not discovered yet, but Wudong and So Mok hid under a big table. Still felt the chilling NG letter 1A3 IN high running along the spine. Hide here really no problem huh? It not hear us talking. Eyesight no matter how sharp also not see hiding place, surely no problem. Through the live stream room of Somok, the viewers watching became anxious. Demon beast run away quick. If not run will be killed by Mock God. Mock God outside face looks scared, but in reality steady and firm. Mock God don't pretend anymore. Already time to kill the demon beast and stir up atmosphere already. The demon beast still not stopping searching for the trace of both. It also controlled its tentacles moving to probe. On the top of each tentacle are eyes red bright like blood. Under the table, Wudong worried reminded, careful, don't let the eyes on its tentacle see. Its tentacle too flexible. The body of the demon beast truly strange. If we discovered, I will try to hold the demon beast. You take chance to escape. Before that sentence, Somok immediately continued, I also can help. Before I also once defeated a very weak demon beast. If must fight I will not implicate you. But she completely not trust, because you only an ordinary person. While speaking her body also could not stop trembling each beat. Don't boast anymore, she said. Protect ordinary people originally the responsibility of cultivator. Hold the demon beast a while, then escape for me, only a small dish. In short, just trust me. Speaking till here then suddenly Somok discovered something. His eyes opened wide interrupted. The one pretending is you. Wait, don't speak. Seems I heard another sound coming near us. Damn. Could it be another demon beast? Wudong quickly raised ears to listen, but said, your hearing also impressive, huh? I hear nothing. You and the sharp-eyed demon beast together form combination clairvoyant eyes and far-reaching ears, already can debut. In this situation she still can joke. He really speechless. Now is time to tease, huh? Its footsteps light. Now I just hear, surely distance from us very near. So, Wudong asked, is not thing now we can do is let fate and tease only, huh? So Mock not know should say more what, only can hold head helpless, said has reason. Words just ended. Not far a demon beast appeared with look bizarre. Its head not like monster's other, but reversed, 2 eyes below, mouth above. Not only that, it had ears very big, though it not near. But Wudong still felt aura terrifying pressing on her body. Dead sure. This feeling surely demon beast 300 years. She tried cover mouth not let sound out. More and more that beast came near. Put hand on table where she and Somok hiding. How we can hide. At moment it about discover then suddenly its eyes froze looked side. Turned out one-eyed demon beast timely came communicate with it so distracted saved both. In live stream room of Somok, viewers again amazed. Ha ha ha. This like horror movie huh? Serious. Great elder hiding under table discovered then is horror movie of demon beast huh? See Mock God hiding under table. I want laugh. Bet. Everyone guess Mock God need how many punch to blow them. Come, this is content people want see. Again can see Mock God pretend silly. Very fast many tentacles with eyes on them were aiming toward place so Mock hiding, made him sweat cold. And then finally the one-eyed monster also discovered. It shouted, Abba, language of demon beast, discovered already. Not yet in time for it to alarm. Big hand of other demon beast already reached stop it. Seeing that the one-eyed demon beast surprised shouted, Abba, language of demon beast. Big brother, do you really need like this? Every time suddenly step foot on my head too scary. The demon beast with mouth answered, Abba, language of demon beast. You think I like this huh? If not because you know hearing then I not bother use this method to talk with you. That kid really is a monster. One punch destroyed all teeth already. We just pretend not see anything then leave. The one-eyed demon beast hearing that surprised asked again, Abba, language of demon beast. Really? Then why they must hide? The demon beast with mouth replied, how I know. Forsake I remind you one word. If you want seek death, then I run first. In this serious look, the one-eyed demon beast now completely frightened, ran away on all fours. Abba, language of demon beast. Big brother, I was wrong, wait for me, I also retreat. Just like that, in only a blink, both demon beasts had fled, no longer in the old position. Wudong felt no more sound and asked, Somok, those demon beasts really gone already? He boldly stood up, looked around once and replied, Yes, their sounds all disappeared, surely went somewhere else. She breathed a sigh of relief. Wonderful. We really lucky. Thought this time we could not hide anymore. A series of comments quickly appeared. Originally, when those two demon beasts came out, I thought finally could see Mock God make a move. But result nothing happened. Never before have I seen demon beasts so cowardly. 2 versus 2 also not dare to fight. Laugh to death. First time to see demon beasts run away by themselves. The survival rate of demon beasts and the reason behind it makes people feel warm. The system displayed a notification. Secret Realm Notice. The final boss of the first mission has appeared. Difficulty Demon Beast 500 years. Mission location Secret Realm number 5, Song Van Street. Hearing this, So Mok was surprised and asked again. Another Secret Realm Notice. So fast already must fight final boss. Wudong added, anyway it does not concern me. This time the difficulty of the Secret Realm is terrifying. Unexpectedly the final boss is a 500-year demon beast. Really too unreasonable. That toy is something I can bet on, huh? Anyway, we just need to find a place to hide first. Wait for those great elders to complete the mission. Then we follow them out of the Secret Realm and it will be over. Before the two of them could even take a few more steps, right in So Mok's eyes appeared a sign. Song Van Street, West, East, he softly said. Seems like now we are already at Song Van Street. As soon as the words ended, only a few hundred meters away from the two, a pillar of light shot straight down from the sky, emitting a powerful aura that made Wudong open her mouth wide and urge. Then what are we waiting for? Hurry, run. There was no time left to think. Wudong pulled So Mok along, both of them sprinting away from the place where that light was shining. Huff, huff, running here should be safe already. She let out a sigh of relief. Just looking from afar, I could already see how terrifying that final boss was. So Mok followed up. That's right, ordinary demon beasts are already bizarre and frightening like that. Yet the final boss is only said to be a 500-year demon beast. Really unreasonable. Could it be the Secret Realm gave us false information? Hearing this, she added, judging from the Secret Realm's previous behavior, it's indeed possible. Anyway, as long as we stay far enough away, these matters won't be our concern. While the two of them were just about to continue moving, suddenly a man ran over from nowhere and called out, You too, wait a moment. The young man introduced himself. I am a disciple of Taichuan sect, named Ngon Tin Ki letter 1 EBFM. I invite the two of you to join our Taichuan sect in eliminating the final boss. Faced with this proposal, Wudong replied without hesitation, Sorry, go find someone else. We are very weak. Just running away has already taken all our strength. Hearing that, the young man still refused to give up and explained, Avoiding battle cannot help you pass this trial. The other saviors of the Secret Realm are all cultivators from the 4 great sects, or a few experts strong enough to kill a 500-year demon beast. But this is the 5th Secret Realm, filled with all kinds of mixed people. The so-called cultivators here are very weak. If all of us keep avoiding battle, the final boss will only attack us all. As he spoke, Ngon Tin Ki letter 1 EBFM looked firmly at the two. Wanting to live on, there is only one way left. He pointed toward the group of people standing in the distance. Our Taichuan sect has a magic weapon that can kill a 500-year demon beast, the thunder-controlling flask, but activating it requires preparation time. Before it can be activated, we must find a way to hold the beast down. That is why we need more people. Although we have gathered quite a few cultivators, it is still not enough. The more people we have, the greater the hope of success. For the final victory, please join us. As his words ended, a man in a long robe slowly approached from nearby. He looked at Ngon Tin Ki letter 1 EBFM and called out, Ngon Tin Ki letter 1 EBFM, you are back already, much faster than expected. Ngon Tin Ki letter 1 EBFM ran over and replied, Young sect master, the gathering is basically complete. Besides our Taichuan sect disciples, the total number of cultivators we could find is 164. The man asked again, 164 people. Only that few? The number who entered the 5th Secret Realm was 2,500. Ngon Tin Ki letter 1 EBFM continued. No one expected the difficulty of the secret realm could rise so quickly. The number of cultivators who died far exceeded expectations. Young sect master, with a number of people now, it should be enough for you to activate the thunder-controlling flask, right? He cast his gaze toward the flask holding a shimmering purple liquid in his hand and softly replied, "Yes, it is enough." Recalling the origin of this item, he remembered before entering the secret realm, his father once said, in our Taixuan sect, the thunder-controlling flask is one of the most precious magic weapons. Moreover, it can only be used once. Your father gave you the thunder-controlling flask not to see this weak appearance of yours. In response, he answered, "Father, I am sorry, I cannot do it." His father asked back, "Is this really so difficult? Summon all the cultivators in the fifth secret realm. Use the excuse that the flask requires preparation time to have them wear down the beast. Accumulate the final boss's damage. And when the beast has endured everything, you use the thunder-controlling flask to finish it." Though he knew this, he still felt dissatisfied with this method. But doing so will cause too many unnecessary casualties. Besides, isn't the thunder-controlling flask a magic weapon that can be used at any time, not needing preparation? His father's face darkened, his eyes full of steel. "Have you forgotten? The way to grow stronger in the secret realm, aside from relying on rewards from the audience, killing the final boss also grants a massive amount of fate energy. You must obtain that reward." With determined eyes, he refuted, "Without using this sinister method, I can also kill the final boss. I absolutely do not need to dirty my hands for such a reward." "Father, do you not believe in my strength?" He did not answer, but instead asked in return, "Have you forgotten our dream? To make the Taixuan sect a cultivation sect that can stand on equal footing with the four great sects." As he spoke, he placed his hand on his son's shoulder to remind him, "In the past, if I had voiced such an idea, others would have only mocked me. But I have worked and struggled for 30 years, making Taixuan sect the strongest sect outside of the four great sects. This is already the peak we could reach. Do you still remember when you were humiliated by an ordinary disciple of the four great sects? In the eyes of all cultivators, there are only two types of sects in the world: the four great sects and the trash beneath them. That is the reality. No one sees us as equal to the four great sects. But now that the secret realm has appeared, this is the greatest opportunity for cultivators. So we must ensure that no mistake occurs. To stand equal with the four great sects requires not only strength, but also the hearts of people." Saying this, he quickly handed the vial of purple liquid to his son. "You must make the cultivators in the fifth secret realm feel fear and despair. Then step in as a hero to slay the beast, uniting them under your command. Only this way can we gain the power to oppose the four great sects in the future, and then surpass them to become the #1 sect under heaven." With this, the young man had no choice but to obey his father's word. "Father, I know what I must do." Returning to the present, his eyes still fixed downward as he murmured softly, "Forgive me, for Taixuan sect, for father." Among the cultivators gathered before him, including Vu Dong and So Mok, he continued, "Your sacrifice is indispensable." After finishing all their discussions, all the cultivators gathered into one group and moved toward the place where the pillar of light marked the presence of the final boss. They whispered among themselves, "Can the thunder-sealing vial really kill the final boss?" A man with red hair covering half his face asked suspiciously, "Isn't delaying for time just an excuse to make us into cannon fodder?" The person next to him replied, "The young master of the Taixuan sect, La Tiancheng, is said to have top-notch character. He wouldn't lie. Besides, apart from trusting him or sitting in the secret realm waiting to die, do we have any other choice?" Hearing this, the red-haired man could only accept. "You're right, I've thought it over. Rather than sitting and waiting for death, it's better to gamble once. If we're lucky enough to kill the final boss, we could gain the great reward of fate coins and become powerful." The other man laughed and added, Surviving would already be a blessing. And you still dream of the reward. Among more than 200 people, only one can obtain fate coins from killing the boss. Do you think you are the heaven's chosen protagonist?" Meanwhile, on So Mok's side, He looked at Wudong and said, "Don't try to persuade me anymore. I won't run away alone." She responded, "Wait, you don't mean you really plan to fight the final boss with us, do you? That's too dangerous. Someone ordinary like you can't contribute anything." He answered firmly, "I have already received the reward of fate coins, so I at least gained a bit of fighting power. Since everyone here is preparing to risk their lives battling the beast, I cannot just sit back and do nothing." Hearing this, Wudong asked in confusion, "Huh, so you can actually use fate coins to enhance your combat power? No wonder you qualified to enter the secret realm." He replied, "Not long after I first entered the secret realm, I was lucky enough to receive a fate coin reward, which increased my combat strength once. But later, even when I got more rewards, my combat strength didn't increase anymore." She explained, "Isn't that perfectly normal if combat strength could increase without limit? Then giving all the fate coins as rewards would create an invincible war god. The essence of fate coins is spiritual energy of extremely high purity. But the spiritual energy that can merge into the body of cultivators like us has a limit. Once the energy is full, fate coins can't be absorbed anymore. Only during battle or when breaking through cultivation bottlenecks can the capacity expand. Normally only cultivators can use fate coins, so the fact that you can use them at all is already extremely unreasonable." Saying this, Wudong moved closer to Somok, looked him over and continued, "What's even stranger is that you can use fate coins, yet there isn't the slightest fluctuation of spiritual energy on you. You're not secretly some max-level elder disguising yourself as a rookie hunting small monsters, are you?" At this teasing remark, he immediately showed confidence, his eyes flashing. "I'll say it straight, no more pretending, it's time to show my real strength." Seeing his expression, she couldn't hold back her laughter anymore and burst out, "Ha ha ha. Isn't that the classic line from those stories about me training alone in the secret realm, becoming an overpowered but overly cautious Superman? I didn't expect you to also enjoy reading comics." The gaze of Somok showed surprise, exclaimed, "I was also very shocked." "You cultivators also read novels comics," she replied. "Of course. Do you think cultivators now are all primitive people hiding in mountains? Express delivery, food delivery. If not delivered, no Wi-Fi either. Basically no one can live there. Because the aura of the earth is exhausted. No matter how hard you cultivate, it is very hard to progress in this situation. Only a few cultivators with top talent are still trying cultivating bravely and diligently. Most cultivators actively connect with modern society. Even quite a few cultivators are addicted to power and money." At the same time in the real world, the company led by General Manager 2. Inside his room, standing before the desk were 3 people appearing with clothes like ancient martial artists. "General Manager 2, we received your sincerity already. Really too generous," he replied. "That is just deposit money. After finishing the job there will be extra reward." The leader among those 3 cultivators continued, "Taking money doing work, of course we will do our best. Just dealing with a kid yet needing 3 of us to act together. Really taking him too seriously." Mr. Tu explained, 3 immortal masters. The information of Somok I already sent to everyone. In the secret realm he exploded a 100-year beast with 1 punch. Strength not ordinary. Facing this reminder, that immortal master still did not show fear, instead very confident and sure of himself. General Manager 2, rest assured, we never failed before. Indeed, Somok killing a monster in the secret realm is now very famous, according to his performance in livestream. Saying he is a body refining cultivator is only brute force, without advanced martial arts skills and also lacking battle experience with beasts and cultivators. Speaking to here, the corner of his mouth lifted smiling. Moreover, the aura of the earth is exhausted. In the secret realm, cultivators through coin of fate increase battle power, also cannot bring all back to earth. Therefore Somok now we randomly swing hand also can kill. Receiving this certainty, Mr. Tu showed even more joy. So it is, seems I overthought. He continued, you see the difficulty of the secret realm has increased. Yet the final boss turned out to be 500-year beast. Somok and them seem to be preparing to besiege final boss. One immortal master laughed loudly. Ha ha ha. Maybe before our turn so mock already killed by beast. Not that we wasted a trip. Mr. 2 reaffirmed, if so mock dies in secret realm, reward of 3 of you, I still pay as usual. Those people became even more excited. Mr. 2 too generous. With these words of Mr. 2 I am relieved. As words ended suddenly from beneath the ground, a black aura wrapped by faint blue aura suddenly poured in, making the NG letter 1EA3 IN high suffocating hard to breathe. Seemingly those immortal masters also sensed it. One of them exclaimed, Big brother, outside the door. More and more this aura poured in violently. This terrifying aura reaction, what is happening? It seemed this was all in calculations of Mr. 2. The corner of his mouth lifted, smiling satisfied. Oh, already arrived. Unexpected so fast. 3 immortal masters, no need worry. While everyone was still holding back the final boss, then not far away, on the rooftop of a large high-rise building, Than was standing there observing. He spoke up asking, everything arranged already right? Ngon Tin K I letter 1 EBFM replied, yes young master. The cultivators have dispersed arranged in the area around the final boss according to the previous plan. Once the beast escapes from the beam of light, the cultivators will successively divide into many groups to lure attack. Limit the beast within the firing range of the Thunder Jar before the preparation time of the Thunder Jar ends. They will try their best to help the young master hold back the beast. Hearing these words, he glanced back with a smile answering, I know already. I will quickly use the Thunder Jar, minimizing unnecessary casualties. Just like that, everything was within the plan of Than without a single mistake. Scene shift to S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH. He surprisingly asked, so it turns out not everyone is surrounding to attack the final boss, right? View D-stroke letter 183 NG replied, you think this is a copy of the group in the game, huh? Truly, if fighting head-on it would not need even 2 minutes. Our whole army would have been erased already, dividing into 50 small groups attacking then running, taking turns attracting the attention of the beast. On the contrary, can seize time to use the Thunder Jar. Facing this plan that seems visually satisfying, he instead felt it truly very dangerous. But like that then, the group targeted by the beast as bait will be very dangerous. She replied, no other way. This exactly is the plan of Tai Huy letter 1 EC1 and Mon. Sacrifice the few to save the many. If unfortunately killed by the beast, then can only blame oneself for being unlucky. But as for escaping, I am also very confident in myself. Before seeing the ending of Because of Paying Debt, I killed the Demon King at Novice Village. I will not die. That national super hot comic with publishing time more than 100 years. S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH smiled, continuing, I also am a loyal reader of that comic. The previous battle I encountered a difficult situation. By chance reading that comic once more it brought me strength and love toward life. Seeing you also seem to be a hardcore fan of that comic like me. View D-stroke letter 183 NG immediately made a decision. Is that so? After leaving the secret realm, I will introduce you to that comic artist. You happily exclaimed, wait a moment, you really mean it? His eyes showed an expectant look. TH letter 185 D-stroke, I letter 1 EC1 N TH letter 1 EF1 CN Han, until now never participated in any activity. Called the mysterious artist. I always wanted to get his signature. View D-stroke letter 183 NG directly told S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH a secret. TH letter 185 D-stroke, I letter 1 EC1 N TH letter 1 EF1 C N Han also is a cultivator, in the same circle with us, but the purpose of his cultivation is to have good health. Draw comics better only, you replied, cultivating because of publishing comics, truly a model worker in the profession. Hope you certainly must let me meet him. She brightly smiled, replying, you once said your sister still is waiting for you. Now you have one more reason to keep living already. We must try to keep living. Hearing the words she just said, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH seemed awakened. That also was like a kind of spiritual strength, helping him to strive to overcome this dangerous secret realm. His 2 eyes slightly closed the corner of his mouth, showing a smile. After that he looked toward Vu D-stroke letter 183 NG speaking. We certainly can safely leave the secret realm. At the place of the blue light where the final boss appeared now had turned into dark purple, along with noisy sounds unclear from where. On the ground, a foot with sharp claws appeared, accompanied by a strong aura. The thing just standing there none other than the final boss. It looked around once asking itself, "This place is the secret realm, right? To come here I especially requested the God Lord to reduce my battle strength down to the level of a 500-year beast." The more it thought, the more it became expectant, its eyes blazing purple, so expectant. The smell of flesh of cultivators. Come, time for joyful hunting. Not wasting more time, the boss directly jumped straight down, standing opposite 3 cultivators already waiting. One of them held a sword, one used a shield, beginning to form a formation, shouting loudly, "Prepare, that beast has noticed us already." Before the boss appeared, they also already made a plan with each other beforehand, eyes full of determination. According to the planned strategy, one separating strike. Yet not even in time for them to carry out that intention. The boss already rushed with an incredibly terrifying speed. With just one swing of its hand, it directly tore apart the body of one cultivator without any difficulty. After that, its giant hand swung up, grabbing tightly the head of the last cultivator, making him utterly horrified. Damn it, what kind of speed is this? Around the place where the battle was happening, smoke and dust rose up, covering the whole area white. The boss, with a satisfied face, looked at the human in front of itself and burst out laughing. "Come, scream louder a bit. If you can help me lure all the remaining cultivators out here, I will let you die a little more comfortably." Facing this sentence of it, he smiled, replying, "Cough, cough, cough. A wild beast with brain still not fully developed, yet knows to speak human language. Truly a miracle of nature. Ha ha ha." Seeing he did not submit to itself, also no longer could be used, it without hesitation directly squeezed harder, killing him on the spot. I like most those kids with spirit, especially when crushing them to death. After finishing eliminating these people, the boss began shifting its gaze to the other side. "Alright, the next hunting target, where is it?" The nearest smell is on the right." Although no one could see, but the boss could see a red aura flying everywhere, and the direction it was continuing to aim at exactly was the place where View D-Letter 183NG was standing. After a while searching, finally the boss also arrived at the place where the aura smell came from. Yet something made it feel strange. I can smell the taste of aura. Although those people divided, hiding separately, but the number of people at each place, all from 2 people or more. Its eyes fixed on View D-Letter 183NG, continuing. "But here only you alone. I am very curious what the reason is." Facing this question of the boss, she still was with that calm appearance, eyes to eyes with it, replying, "No way, even this you also cannot see. Dealing with a rookie like you, just me alone is enough." When this sentence had just left her mouth, the boss, already burning with momentum, showing very excited with her, exclaimed, "Oh, interesting woman. Let me see your ability." Not letting it wait long, View D-Letter 183NG directly raised both hands forward, forming a purple aura pillar shooting straight toward the boss. "As you wish." This strike carried an incredibly huge destructive power, smashing everything around, making the Letter 183 high sink into a thick layer of dust. It took a while when the dust layer gradually faded, revealing the body of the boss still standing there like a living mountain, not affected at all. Truly pitiful. "This is all your strength already. The modern cultivators of you really weak to the point making me burst out laughing." While it was still not paying attention, suddenly Letter 1EDF Letter 1EA1CH appeared from right beside it, then closed in. He swung his hand, tightening a fist. From the palm radiated a faint golden light. Without a bit of hesitation, he used force, punching strongly down onto the ground where he was standing, forming a long crack directed straight toward the boss. Yet before this strike, the boss had to retreat, pulling back strongly, claw marks still scratched imprinted on the ground. Its blazing purple eyes flashed a doubt, thinking, "To think I unconsciously dodged?" The more it thought, the more it became excited, exclaiming, "Interesting, too interesting. Within cultivators there is such a strong one like this. Come, let us fight a battle to the fullest. Where are you?" Already ran away. Contrary to the atmosphere extremely tense in the secret realm, then inside the live stream room, everything seemed quieter. At this moment Lu Lai Chuang spoke. The final boss of the fifth secret realm is a mutant form, right? What does mutant form mean? According to the information provided by the program team, the stronger the beast, the more its appearance will resemble humans, and the final boss appearing in the fifth secret realm already began transforming into human shape. D-letter 1 ECBCH Suong continued, in normal cases only beasts over 800 years old show this feature. Hearing that, Lu Lai Chuang exclaimed in astonishment. Is this not against the rules? Clearly already said the final boss is a 500-year beast. Now appears an 800-year beast. Moreover, in the fifth secret realm with the weakest average strength. Qui Tin also added into the conversation. The announcement of the secret realm will not have mistakes. Only that although also 500-year beasts, but the difficulty of the final boss in the fifth secret realm far surpasses the other secret realms. Facing this sentence, D-letter 1 ECBCH Suong turned to question. But such a strong beast even dodged the attack of S-letter 1 EDF M-letter 1 EA1CH. On this point, Elder Quip, what do you comment? Because already too many times gave wrong comments about S-letter 1 EDF M-letter 1 EA1CH, so when asked again about this topic, he could not help but sweat a lot, having to take a handkerchief to wipe. Ha ha ha. On this point temporarily I hold back opinion first. Let us switch the camera back to the first secret realm first. The final boss of the first secret realm is stepping into the final moment. Returning to the scene inside the secret realm, after unleashing her utmost moves for a while. Finally, View D-letter 183NG also escaped from the boss's sight, hiding into a corner of the alley. She truly could not believe her own eyes, sighing once, saying, almost died, in front of the final boss, pretending also too stimulating, right? Almost heart attack already. According to the plan, I attack first, dispersing the attention of the beast. S-letter 1 EDF M-letter 1 EA1CH took the chance, ambushing using safe method to provoke the beast. That bastard S-letter 1 EDF M-letter 1 EA1CH, clearly stronger than me, yet pretended to be afraid in front of me. Wasted my worry for him the whole half day. Result, even the final boss was scared into retreat by his sneak attack. Just as speaking up to here, Vu D-letter 183NG suddenly remembered her current situation, asking herself, wait, the final boss did not chase, right? That beast was not because too terrified that it lost our trace already, right? If it runs out of the attack range of the thunder jar, then troublesome already. Not letting her finish the sentence, from behind her the towering huge body of the boss had already appeared, not knowing since when. Its eyes shone a blazing purple, as if wanting to devour her alive. Groaning tone, too bad. The corner of its mouth curved up, smiling, revealing sharp fangs, continuing. My target originally was your teammate. Too bad I could not catch his aura. Afterwards, suddenly, I thought if killing you maybe could lure him here, right? Facing these horrifying words, Vu D-letter 183NG was so scared she could not breathe. Her face darkened, but her body could not move. What is this? Completely cannot move. Body like frozen, dead, about to die already. Just as finishing speaking, the boss quickly carried out its intention, swinging its hand with sharp claws toward her. At the most dangerous moment, finally S-letter 1 EDF M-letter 1 EA1CH also arrived, standing out, raising his hand, blocking that strike of the boss, saving View D-letter 183NG's life. Seeing him able to block its strike, the boss could not believe its eyes, exclaiming, impressive, human strong one. Finally, you also revealed yourself. Let us continue the battle just now. Comments began appearing in floods. Fight, fight. God M-letter 1 EA1CH finally made a move. Can you all be a little quieter? I see the situation not optimistic. Before, was it not Elder Quiv who said the strength of this final boss far surpasses a 500-year beast? Was it not before God M-letter 1 EA1CH also ran away already? I see God M-letter 1 EA1CH himself also not certain, laughing to death. You do not know the strength and caution of God M-letter 1 EA1CH are proportional. I want to see the thunder jar. Hurry up a bit. At the side of the light pillar where the boss was standing after confronting S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH, finally, the battle could not but happen. An explosion resounded, carrying a strong spiritual aura. The others standing observing could not help but marvel. No mistake, right? The sounds of battle kept not ending. Someone is directly fighting with the final boss, right? Not far away, one guy looking toward the place of the explosion softly said, "This is the chance." The one beside, seeing that his face became alarmed, asking back, "Chance, are you crazy? You do not mean you want to kill the final boss, right?" His eyes flashed a gleam of greed, smiling, replying, "Afraid of what? Try changing a bicycle into a car. Could it be you do not want to take the reward of killing the boss? The two of us together make a move. If we get the reward, then divide evenly." Although in his heart still rather fearful, yet when hearing about the generous reward, that man decided to agree. "Fine, decided then. Although the risk is very big, but I also do not want to miss this chance. The reward divide evenly. You must not go back on your word." He asked back, "We have cooperated how many times already? You still do not trust me. Moreover, there is still one strong guy. Not knowing that one is restraining the beast, nothing to be afraid of." Returning to the side where the battle was happening extremely fierce, the boss's sharp claws continuously swung, like this is fine, right? Facing this strike of it, just getting hit, then flesh would be torn apart. Luckily, the agility of S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH also swiftly dodged back behind. Yet still he did not have many combat skills, therefore facing a boss like this truly still very difficult. His two eyes in fright opened wide. While he was still careless, not understanding what was happening, the boss already swiftly rushed over, throwing a punch straight at his body, making him fly backward. "Where are you looking?" Receiving such a strong punch without time to resist, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH was flung hard, smashing into the big wall opposite, full of pain. Seeing that appearance of him, the boss became even more interested, baring sharp fangs, mocking, "To think still can fight. Indeed, my feeling not wrong." As it spoke, it stepped forward before him. "Inside your body hides an enormous power, but you do not know how to use. Truly a waste." Through S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH's live stream room, everyone was still observing without missing any detail. Before, who was it bragging about S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH? Opening mouth, calling him God M letter 1 EA1 CH. Result also just a sandbag taking hits. At critical moment cannot be relied on. "You talk so well, then go fight the beast yourself." Laughing to death. Food of a restaurant, whether tasty or not, then oneself must know to cook. "I also am not a savior. Why must go fight beasts? Stop noisy about these things, no use." Seriously, then you audience with money in hand, all support God M letter 1 EA1 CH with money. Throwing money also useless. The discouraged look of God M letter 1 EA1 CH, not even as good as waiting for the thunder jar. At this moment, the boss began like going mad, unleashing a series of punches like heaven falling toward S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH, wanting to directly knock him down. Facing this ferocious beast, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH still did not give up, raising his hands to block. It reminded, no matter how you resist, just continue piling up wounds like this, then your body will collapse soon. Let me end your suffering. Words just ended. The boss already began preparing to strike the finishing blow on S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH. Right then, at its feet, a rope emitting purple light from nowhere shot over, binding tightly, pulling it back. Turns out this move was exactly released by View D-Stroke letter 1 ED3NG. She had overcome her fear and returned, using the technique, condensed light bind, to tightly wrap the body of the boss. Seeing the ropes wrapping around itself, it opened wide eyes full of astonishment, wanting to move, but unable to budge. The more it went on, the more it lost composure, roaring loudly, "What move is this? I cannot move anymore. Dead already. And just waiting for this chance." Finally, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH also could make a move. He clenched his fist, his eyes like bullets aiming straight at the boss, wanting to show it true strength. Immediately after, he directly launched a punch straight into its face, making it able to do nothing but endure. With the terrifying power of S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH, The boss was flung straight backward like a frog, crashing into the big wall, creating a horrifying explosion. Although having used that technique just now to create a chance for him, yet Vu D stroke letter 183 NG also had to endure a stabbing pain. Cough cough. What trash artifact is this? Consuming all spiritual energy of the body, also only holding that beast not even 1 second. Moreover, instead made myself injured. Hurts to death. Is my right arm bone broken already? I can only help up to here. S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH, do not you die. On S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH's side. His hand was still clenching a fist, emitting a faint golden light. His eyes fixed on the place where the boss was lying motionless. He also felt astonished at this power of his own, thinking to himself, though just now I took the chance to attack the beast, it did not cause too much injury to it. Worse is though I am not hurt, my body also begins to feel numb already. The hidden strength in my body that the beast mentioned, how on earth can it be used? Someone is coming here. While he still did not understand what was happening, those two already arrived, running to the boss with excited faces. So great. We came just in time. Boss is heavily injured, fallen to the ground. Let us go together. Hearing the command, one immediately ran up, replying, yes, big brother. Witnessing this scene, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH turned, looking toward them, shouting loudly, hey, you guys wait before coming here. This beast is still very dangerous. Yet that man did not care at all about what he said. You think I would believe? Finally defeating boss with difficulty, reward about to be snatched by others. Surely not willing, right? Ha ha ha, useless. The reward is ours. Before he finished speaking, from behind a long sword had pierced straight through his chest, making him freeze. Turns out the companion he trusted most in the end had betrayed him. No, the reward is mine. The reward. Seeing the comrade who had fought side by side with him all this time betray him at the most crucial moment, he exclaimed in horror, damn it, didn't you say the reward would be shared equally? The other gritted his teeth, showing a sinister smile, replying, what right do you have to criticize me? Even if I did not make a move with your personality, you would surely kill me to monopolize the reward. I just struck first. What's wrong with that? Haha. Who would have thought the one to kill the final boss would be me? As soon as the words ended, the boss awakened, with eyes as if to devour alive fixed straight on him, speaking. You said you want to kill who? Disgusting little worm, don't disturb my battle. Saying that, the boss raised its hand with sharp claws, aiming straight at where he was standing, together with a dense murderous aura like a storm. Facing this ferocious beast, he could not move at all. His expression clearly revealed terrifying fear. What kind of joke is this? Wasn't this beast already on the verge of death? Had I known, I would not have come. Not far away, on the rooftop, Thiern Than and Ngan Tin K, I letter 1 EBFM were still standing there watching down below. Thiern Than was somewhat surprised, exclaiming, I didn't expect the final boss to be a humanoid beast. This surely isn't the difficulty of a 500-year beast anymore, right? Hearing this, Ngan Tin K, I letter 1 EBFM immediately spoke. Young master, the thunder bottle is the most precious treasure of our Tai Huy letter 1 EC1N sect. Killing a 700-year beast is more than enough. There is no need to worry, he replied. I am not worried whether the thunder bottle can kill the beast or not. What makes me concerned is the young man fighting that beast. His eyes kept following every move of S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH outside of the 4 great sects. Unexpectedly, there is still such a genius. While speaking, the corner of Thiern Than's mouth revealed a vague smile. No, even the core disciples of the 4 great sects cannot compare to him. Truly a talent that makes others envious. Ngan Tin K, I letter 1 EBFM continued. Indeed, with the combat strength that beast displayed, ordinary cultivators absolutely cannot intervene in their battle. But speaking of the current situation, even if that man is stronger, facing a beast beyond his capability, he also cannot endure for long. Young master, how much longer until the thunder bottle can be used? If it can coordinate attacking together with him, then surely the beast can be killed. Hearing these words, he brushed off, replying, no need for you to say. I have already done my best to accelerate the activation of the thunder bottle. For such a genius to die miserably in the hands of a beast would be the loss of all cultivators, no, of the whole world. Speaking to this point, the corner of Thearn Than's mouth revealed an unpredictable smile. No matter how difficult it is, I must try my best to save him from the beast. Down below, finally the boss had completely regained consciousness. Its massive towering body stood upright. Its sharp eyes glanced toward the back. The direction it was aiming at was exactly the place where Vue Destrokletter 183NG was standing, face darkening, little insect disturbing my battle. Now only you are left. Before it could finish speaking, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH interrupted, shouting loudly, "Puppy, your opponent is me. Don't mistake your fighting target." Hearing this, it immediately responded, "I have always hated using magic to assist battle. The strong only need to use pure violence to resolve everything." Speaking to this point, its pupils rolled violently. "However, human, today I am willing to make an exception because of you." Not allowing S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH to react, the boss had already used its skill, creating a series of black auras surrounding his body, dark prison. Witnessing the scene of his body being swallowed entirely by darkness, he exclaimed in shock, "What the hell?" After having used its skill to create a large cocoon trapping S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH unable to escape, it then explained, "This is my innate magic, enough to use for a short while. With your strength, escaping this cage needs 20 seconds or less. Having this little time is enough for me to kill your teammate 10 times. While speaking, the boss slowly advanced, reaching out its hand wanting to seize Vue Destrokletter 183NG, wanting to save your teammate. Then try breaking through your limit. If not, you will only see a shattered corpse." From inside the dark cage, not a single sound could escape outside. But inside, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH was still continuously using his fists, striking hard against this solid wall, shouting loudly, "Damn it. You only know how to use this kind of despicable trick." Seeing that appearance of him, the boss laughed with delight, as if this was a game it created. "Ha, I'm just kidding. No need to wait for you. Now I will kill her." And then, without letting it understand what happened, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH had already used one strike, directly shattering its dark cage. "So, you have run out of chances." The boss's eyes revealed a flash of astonishment, questioning, "How can it be? Yet you actually broke out already." The pupils of S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH glowed with golden light, smiling in reply, "Perhaps I should thank you. Thanks to your prison, it seems I have understood how to use the power already." Quite astonished, but very quickly the boss had regained its composure. Its claws slowly extended, covered by spiritual energy. "Interesting. You really make me surprised. To reward you, I will return your teammate to you." Saying is doing, it then directly threw the motionless body of Vue Destrokletter 183NG toward S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH. Seeing she had no reaction, he was extremely worried, running to gently shake her body, calling, "Vue Destrokletter 183NG, wake up. Can you hear me?" The boss spoke, "Don't worry, she is still alive, only temporarily lost consciousness. Like this, you will not be able to easily escape anymore." Before this smug remark of it, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH furiously glanced back. "Escape, before defeating you. I will not leave here." Seeing this attitude of him, the boss became even more excited, baring its sharp teeth, roaring loudly, "Don't be smug. It was merely luck breaking my weakest spell. Taste this." Words finished, it began to continue using another technique, aiming straight at him, Dark Stream. This time S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH was no longer caught off guard. When the technique of the boss had just been unleashed, he directly slashed strongly, one strike shattering that dark stream without any difficulty. His eyes flashed sharp light, looking at it, questioning, "So, this is your second weakest spell. Do you have any stronger ones?" Hearing this mocking tone of him, the boss went insane, its eyes blazing, shouting loudly, "This kind of strength really underestimated you, human strong one. I will not use weak, unfamiliar spells to insult you anymore. I will devour your flesh and blood. Keep your skull as collection. After that, not yet letting it finish its words. Without knowing since when S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH was already standing right in front of it. His hand touched its belly, then interrupted. Enough. You talk too much already. Witnessing this scene, it could not believe its eyes. In its head appeared countless big question marks. How can it be? This brat in an instant already approached me. Just a small human. And then at the moment it did not understand what happened. A powerful golden light enveloped all around its body, creating a terrifying explosion with dreadful destructive power. Finally, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH also understood the way to use the power inside his body. He no longer felt fear like before, but became more confident. You said you would not use spells to fight with me anymore. Then this and afterimage swap counted as what trick? After receiving this horrifying explosion, the body of the boss shattered into 100 pieces. Only a little black remnant aura was still faintly flickering. The boss struggled to use again a little of its spiritual energy to reform its body, speaking in a weak tone. Human? No. Are you really human? Tempering the body to reach this realm, you are even more like a beast than me. Indeed, you killed me once. But you must also regret this. To step into this secret realm, my strength had been reduced already. If unfortunately this time dying has opened up the limit of my power, then pray, within the rules of the secret realm before killing me. How many seconds can you survive when using my full strength to attack you? On the rooftop of the tall building nearby, two people, Thiern Than and Ngon Tin K, I letter 1 EBFM, were still standing there observing. He turned and asked, "Young master, you saw it already. Really unbelievable that Cultivator unexpectedly gained the upper hand in battle with the beast." Hearing this, he replied, quite coincidental. Ngon Tin K, I letter 1 EBFM asked back, "Young master, your meaning is?" Finally, after so long waiting, Thiern Than had also waited for this very moment, the ideal time to act. He continued speaking. "The lightning bottle has been prepared already. It is time to finish the mission of this secret realm." Before those words, Ngon Tin K, I letter 1 EBFM could not help rejoicing, laughing loudly, exclaiming, "Too good, young master. Then let us quickly go to help." Yet not even in time for them to act. Suddenly from the side of the boss, a terrifying surge of power unknown from where shot straight down upon its body, forming a violent pillar wave. Wait, that beast. Ngon Tin K, I letter 1 EBFM turned pale with fear, his tone trembling. My God, that beast has become stronger again. The spiritual energy too frightening. 800 years, a 900-year beast, perhaps even stronger. The first time a mission of the secret realm appeared such a beast, wanting us all to lose our lives. Thiern Than at this moment was not much different from him. The plan right before his eyes about to succeed then suddenly shattered, making him stand stiff like rooted to the ground, not knowing how to react. Ngon Tin K, I letter 1 EBFM seeing this immediately asked, young master, are we still going to help?" He dejectedly cried out, "Oh, I realized earlier I had mistaken something." Speaking to this point, he slowly withdrew the lightning bottle into his palm, explaining, "The preparation time of the lightning bottle actually had not yet finished. It was I who guessed wrong." All of these shameless words of his were seen through clearly by the audience. They flooded into La Thiern Than's live stream room commenting, "Seeing the beast stronger, then immediately becoming cowardly. You turn face too fast. I knew it already. At the critical moment still must rely on M letter 1 EA1CH TH letter 1 EA7N. Turns out earlier you prepared to steal credit, huh? Your operation awareness is very good. Next time don't join the group anymore. Join the group." After a while, the space around the secret realm had sunk into a dark purple gloom, the space distorted to the extreme. At this moment, the boss was no longer the body of a wolf, but had completely become the body of an ordinary human. The corner of its mouth curved up, smiling, speaking, finally restored back to the original form. Facing it, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH still with a cold face without a trace of expression continued, "You are truly deceitful. From the very start already despising humankind, in the end again turning into the form of a human." Just like that, he without the slightest hesitation insulted it harshly. "I think when you were still a puppy, you were a bit cuter. Hearing this, the boss angrily shouted, "Shut up, I am different from your races." Speaking to this point, the head of the beast beside it opened its mouth wide, from within forming a sphere of energy directed straight at where S1EDF1EA1CH was standing. "You are only food." Facing this ferocious beast, he did not move but still stood there, face to face with it without fear. It continued, "Only beasts like us represent the end point of the evolution of creatures." At the same time, inside the host's room, the voice rang out, "Boss 1 to Boss 4 in the secret realm, all strategies already completed. Truly thrilling, I am fired up already." D1ECBCH Suong looked at the screen and continued speaking. "Dear audience, I believe you are also touched like me. We once again thank the cultivators for risking their lives to fight." Quitin continued, "The power of gods in another world cannot be doubted, even directly affecting the secret realm, forcibly raising the difficulty level of the secret realm mission. To have such a battle result, I am very surprised, also very happy, can only exclaim, I truly underestimated the miraculous secret realm created by the seniors, as well as the efforts of the later generation cultivators." Not making them wait any longer, Lu Lichuang was very eager to observe inside the secret realm. If the first secret realm to the fourth secret realm had been smoothly passed, then let us once again turn the lens to the fifth secret realm, making others worried. When the lens was directly shown into S1EDF1EA1CH's live stream room, the humanoid beast fully appeared, immediately striking the eyes of everyone. Lu Lichuang was shocked and frightened by that scene. Both eyes widened, exclaiming, what is this? The final boss has just had a second phase." Sitting nearby, Quitin also had an expression not much different, eyes full of worry. "It seems the final boss is actually a humanoid beast. Only a beast living more than 1,000 years can evolve into human form." And precisely thanks to this sentence, D1ECBCH Suong also affirmed one thing: a 1,000-year beast. This has seriously violated the rules already. He explained further, the combat strength of a 500-year beast is about 2,000 or less, while a 1,000-year beast combat strength is about 10,000. This is the highest level cultivator on Earth. In terms of ability, it also means that the boy S1EDF1EA1CH fighting with that beast is actually the strongest person on Earth. Returning to the battle still ongoing tensely, S1EDF1EA1CH was not weak in the slightest, continuously unleashing a series of kicks and then punches toward the boss. When he had closed in on the boss as close as possible, he directly unleashed a violent strike, detonating a stream of golden spiritual energy into its body. Receiving this punch, the boss had no time to react. Its whole body was blown strongly backward. Seeing it unable to even resist, S1EDF1EA1CH clenched his fist tightly, glancing at it mockingly. "Puppy, is this your full power? To be honest, I'm a little disappointed." At these words, the boss quickly regained its composure and stood up, face dark without a trace of expression, replying, "Do you think you have won?" Saying this, the corner of its mouth curled into a mad grin, eyes glaring as it thought to itself, "Dream on, to delay the time before the secret realm's cameras detected me. Earlier I only used 30% of my strength." At this moment, S1EDF1EA1CH also did not show a bit of worry. His eyes slowly closed as if scorning the opponent. "Hearing you say that, I feel reassured. Just now I only used 20% of my power." In response to his words, the boss burst into laughter, exclaiming, "I was mistaken. Earlier I only used 1/10 of my power." Not letting it wait any longer, he began to clench his fist. Both rushed forward, wanting to face each other head-on. "So, your math is pretty terrible then." And so, a suffocating battle unfolded continuously. The sounds of impacts and punches echoed endlessly. The audience commented, "Just switched over from the live stream of the first secret realm to here. Thought the spell effects were amazing until I saw S1EDF1EA1CH. Bam! This is what real men's fighting looks like. Great. All my money has already been sent to S1EDF1EA1CH. Brothers, follow me. I think since S1EDF1EA1CH is already this strong, why not reward the other cultivators to enhance their combat power too? At the same time, in the office of T-1EB, T-1ED5NG, several cultivators were still sitting there using audience accounts to post comments attacking. But no one was willing to side with them. Strange, I already posted a comment, but why are so many people pointing at me like that? One guy standing next to him continued, Big brother, are you still watching S-1EDF M-1EA1CH's live stream room? Now trying to persuade those viewers not to donate to S-1EDF M-1EA1CH. It's meaningless already. The guy sitting on the chair replied, what do you understand? If S-1EDF M-1EA1CH's strength is slightly weaker now, he will have more chance to be eliminated by the beast. Being able to lie down and earn money isn't that sweet, right? Where's old third? Why has he been in the toilet so long? Hearing this question, the other guy shifted his gaze and replied hesitantly. Earlier he texted saying he suddenly remembered he forgot to prepare food for his cat, so he went home for a bit. The leader cultivator angrily stood up and shouted, that bastard already became cowardly this fast. S-1EDF M-1EA1CH in the secret realm is that strong, isn't it just relying on the audience's rewards? Wait until he leaves the secret realm. Losing that strength, then he's nothing to fear. Saying this, he continued muttering, nothing to fear. As soon as he finished speaking, suddenly in his head a mess of chaotic thoughts started surfacing, making him uneasy. His face gradually changed, darkened. He didn't say another word. And finally, after thinking carefully, he made a decision, ran in front of T-1EB, T-1ED5NG and said, Boss T-1EB, I'm really sorry. I suddenly remembered I forgot to clean my cat's litter. I'll go home for a while and come back immediately. Inside the secret realm, the system notification appeared. The secret realm announced, detected that the combat power of the final boss exceeded the upper limit of the F-rank mission, reaching the level of 1,000-year spirit beast. After 1 minute, the elimination process will automatically open. Under the surface of the road, smoke and dust from the battle were still rising thickly. Standing in the middle of that smoke and dust, the boss clicked his tongue in boredom. TCH, so quickly already discovered. Originally wanted before being detected by the secret realm to decide victory and defeat with you. Sorry, strong one of mankind. Hearing it say that, S-1EDF M-1EA1CH still refused to stop. Hand clenched the fist, creating a stream of golden spiritual energy full of power aiming straight at it, asking, what are you saying? Is there not still 1 minute? Rest assured, I will deal with you before that so you will not feel regret. Facing this provocation from him, the boss became even more interested. Corner of the mouth showing an evil smile, replying, you also begin to understand the joy of fighting already human. Before the time ends, let us enjoy together. Finishing the words, both began to continue rushing at each other with a direct strike. One side purple, one side golden. Two forces opposing each other. The system also began to sound, counting down 50 seconds. Returning to the real world, at the company of the general manager T-1EB. Inside his office, the atmosphere was strangely silent, tables and chairs empty without anyone left. He looked around once and spoke. The 3 cultivators I hired have already fled from battle. Can you really be sure to deal with S-1EDF M-1EA1CH? Hearing this question, that man stood there looking toward T-1EB, the general manager, and replied, what, are you afraid? Modern cultivators are mostly people lacking combat experience, only knowing how to bully the weak, fearing the strong. No need to care about those 3 useless ones who have fled. I never had any hope they could help. Hearing that, he answered, but the strength S-1EDF M-1EA1CH showed in the secret realm far exceeded expectations. To achieve the goal, why not contact Lai? Tell him to send more people or connect with other higher-ups of the Lai Corporation. That man smiled and said, oh, you want me to show my incompetence to my boss? Or do you want to make big the deficit of the amusement park project so that Lai Kong Han Lin loses face before the family? Rest assured, after deducting the reward, his combat power and mine should be equal. But a true life and death battle does not depend only on ability or combat power, but decision. Though he has talent beyond others, he lacks combat experience. This is exactly the cause of his defeat. Inside the secret realm, time was still continuously counting down, but the battle was still fiercely ongoing. Countdown 20 seconds. Facing this boss of over 1,000 years, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH was not at a disadvantage at all. On the contrary, could even suppress it. Countdown 10 seconds. And then, when the countdown remained 5 seconds, he decided to unleash the final move to defeat it, within only a few short seconds. When 3 seconds remained in the countdown, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH had already reached the body of the boss, creating a great exploding strike. System notification. Secret Realm notification. The final boss of the 5th Secret Realm has been killed by the Savior S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH. Because the combat power of the final boss exceeded the upper limit of the initial mission difficulty, the reward for the Savior S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH is 2 million destiny coins. So finally the boss was eliminated under the terrifying power of S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH. He stood there looking toward it, his face without any change. In the live stream room of S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH, comments continuously appeared. Clearly the spirit beast hacked to deal with the newbie mission. Why do I feel that M letter 1EA1CH TH letter 1EA7N is the one hacking? M letter 1EA1CH TH letter 1EA7N is the first to obtain so many rewards. Being this strong is also very reasonable. Now the Secret Realm rewards M letter 1EA1CH TH letter 1EA7N another 2 million. Future missions will surely also quickly defeat opponents. 1 second of pity for the spirit beast. Does no one see S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH's expression? A bit serious, clearly already won yet still received so many rewards. Are you a new fan just arriving at the live stream room? M letter 1EA1CH TH letter 1EA7N has always been like that. The smoother things go, the more cautious the attitude of M letter 1EA1CH TH letter 1EA7N becomes. Maybe such an attitude is the reason M letter 1EA1CH TH letter 1EA7N can become this strong. This is the exclusive control panel of the Secret Realm. Only M letter 1EA1CH TH letter 1EA7N can see it. It turns out in the eyes of S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH, he saw a secret notification. Secret Realm notification. The reward of 400,000 destiny coins of the mission into the account of the Savior. Now all new functions of destiny coins are opened. Besides enhancing combat power, destiny coins can also be used to exchange for pills, equipment, and other supplies in the general store of the Secret Realm. Hearing this notification, he could not help but be surprised and stood frozen thinking. Then where did the 1,600,000 destiny coins go? App percentage, channel fee, marketing cost, no way. Have cultivators already caught up with the era to such an extent? Moreover, using destiny coins to enhance combat power 50 to the limit. Surely it also has use in the general store of the Secret Realm. After the boss was eliminated, finally View D-stroke letter 183NG also woke up. She ran toward S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH calling, "Really scared by you. You really eliminated that wolf head boss already?" He replied, "View D-stroke letter 183NG. Why did you wake up? Quickly lie down. Your wound, if moving recklessly, will break bones. When returning you must go to the hospital for treatment." She tried raising her hand to touch her shoulder and replied, "After the Secret Realm mission ends, it will automatically heal the wounds of the Savior within the context. My wound has completely recovered already." Finally S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH also felt somewhat relieved and said, "So it is like that. It seems sometimes the Secret Realm can also help." Hearing these words of him, Vu D-stroke letter 183NG worriedly asked, "Ah, could it be your wound has not healed yet?" He replied, "No, I am not injured." Hearing that she could not believe her own ears, her eyes widened, and she asked again, "No, not injured yet able alone to kill the boss. Is this truly the world of experts? Are you really not the closed disciple of some hidden sect, or an immortal cultivation genius born from 1,000 years ago?" Facing such a series of utterly unreasonable questions from View D-stroke letter 183NG, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH also did not know how to explain. How could there be such strange suppositions? I really am only an ordinary person. As soon as the words ended, suddenly the surrounding space began to change, as if a barrier had just been opened. What is this? S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH looked around once and asked himself, is the secret realm collapsing? Vu D stroke letter 183 and G replied, the mission of the secret realm has been completed. Of course we will have to return to the original world. The first thing after returning must be to take a hot bath. Sleep a really comfortable sleep. He vaguely continued, is that so? Finally returning, so many things happened, though only half a day passed, but it felt like a month. Being able to return to reality safely is really too good. Yet Vu D stroke letter 183 and G still felt something about this was not quite right. Shut up. Great one, you came to the secret realm for a stroll. Do not act as if nothing and blend into us rookies, he confusedly asked. Why do you look unhappy? Could it be you are looking at your destiny coin balance? A golden system panel appeared. System check detected that the host has completed the newbie mission in the context with outstanding achievement. Specially reward you passive skill. Solidify spiritual energy. Domain not affected by the spiritual energy environment. Combat power of the host will not change on Earth. Even with barren spiritual energy, you can still fully exert your combat power. A pet is expected to be released in 2 days. Please host prepare to receive the pet. Finally, after so many difficulties inside the secret realm, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH also returned to the present world. Yet another troublesome problem began to appear. As soon as seeing him return, everyone at once rushed over, making a complete commotion. Hey everyone, look. It is M letter 1 EA1 CH TH letter 1 EA7N. M letter 1 EA1 CH TH letter 1 EA7N, please give me a signature. M letter 1 EA1 CH TH letter 1 EA7N, can we take a photo together? I want to record a TikTok clip. Hearing those words, he blankly said, huh? While he still did not understand what was happening, people were still surging forward. Unexpectedly, M letter 1 EA1 CH TH letter 1 EA7N has such patience. Love to death. Goodbye M letter 1 EA1 CH TH letter 1 EA7N. So happy. Got a photo together with M letter 1 EA1 CH TH letter 1 EA7N already. Now I will post Facebook. Finally, after a long while, people also left. S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH breathed a sigh of relief. Finally they left. What on earth is this matter? Vu D stroke letter 183 and G explained. Everything happening inside the secret realm was broadcast live globally. The other saviors maybe do not know, but I can be sure your fame has already surpassed all A-list stars. Perhaps after some time there will be brands coming to find you as advertisement ambassador. He replied, exaggerated that much. If really so, then too good. Like that I will no longer need to worry about money problem. Hearing him say so, she surprisedly asked, huh, you lack money that much? He replied, yes, to cure my sister I already owed not a small amount of money, but that hospital also cannot completely cure my sister. If really have money, maybe can find another better hospital. After thinking for a while longer, Vu D stroke letter 183 NG then gave an idea. Why did you not say earlier? I can contact good doctors and a few cultivators skilled in medicine. I also count as having money. You do not need to worry about the cost of treatment and medicine. Receiving this help from her, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH happily shook her hand and accepted. Then sorry to trouble you. If we can find a suitable hospital, that would be great. The cost of treatment and medicine later, I will repay you. She smiled and replied, do not be polite with me. You saved my life. Compared to this little treatment fee, what is it? She continued, let us find a place to eat first. I have been hungry half a day already. Afterward we will go see your sister's situation. He agreed and answered, okay. After deciding, Vu D stroke letter 1EB3NG quickly took out her phone. Then I will call a car first. Yet before she could press call, suddenly a car had already appeared in front of the two of them, making her very surprised. Strange, why I have not even ordered yet, but the car already arrived. Does the app now have intelligence and ability like humans? While she still did not understand what was happening, it seemed S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1 CH already knew the reason why this car came. He exclaimed, seems trouble already. She asked again, trouble. As soon as the words ended, From the car, a man in a suit stepped down and spoke.
Sorry to disturb you too.
Sorry, S letter 1 EDF. Boss T letter 1 EAB invites you to the company once, hoping to resolve some small misunderstandings before with you. Hearing these unreasonable words, S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH asked back. A small misunderstanding. You really know how to talk. How could he say without changing expression that forcing me to admit guilt and log out was only a small misunderstanding? Even if you did not come to find me, I would also come to find you to make this clear. However, today I still have matters. Tomorrow I will go. Seeing him unwilling to get in the car, that bodyguard began to show displeasure. S letter 1 EDF. I only help boss T letter 1 EB pass on words. The following words I say may not sound very good. Hope you definitely will not be angry. He used cold eyes to look at him and asked, Speak. What words did he ask you to pass? His expression changed, tone stammering. Boss T letter 1 EB said like this. It is that boss T letter 1 EB already invited your sister first. If you do not come then. Before he could finish speaking, around S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH a pressure aura had already spread out and overflowed. I really underestimated your bottom line already. At this moment he seemed to turn into another person, two eyes blazing red as if to devour him alive. Perhaps you also overestimated my patience. Facing him, that bodyguard did not dare utter another word, retreating backward to explain, S letter 1 EDF. I am only an ordinary worker. These are all tasks of boss T letter 1 EB. Above I have the old, below I still have young children and still must pay rent. I also have no other way. Seeing his words also made sense. S letter 1 ADF M letter 1 EA1CH calmed down. Cough cough cough. Sorry. My emotions seem to have been somewhat out of control. Lead the way. Complete your task. Thus in the end there was no other choice. S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH decided to get in the car to go to the company of that T letter 1 EB boss. When arriving at the gate below, that bodyguard spoke. Boss T letter 1 EB is waiting for you upstairs. I will not follow anymore. Please you too. Oh right, miss. Hope you definitely will not tell boss T letter 1 EB that I also brought you here. View D stroke letter 1 ED3NG cast a puzzled look over and replied. Your desire to survive is really strong. Rest assured, I will not say anything. Receiving this agreement, he bowed. Thank you, miss. I am already over 30 years old. Now going out it is also not easy to find a job. She waved her hand and continued. All right. You hurry and leave here. Later this place may not be safe. Okay, then I will go first. Still walking away when suddenly S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH spoke. Vu D stroke letter 1 ED3NG. This matter I can resolve. You just wait for me downstairs. Hearing this, she asked back. What are you saying? I am not such a disloyal person. That dark-minded boss already saw your performance in the secret realm and still dared threaten you. Surely he still has a trump card. After all, in the secret realm strength was enhanced thanks to D stroke letter 1 ED3NG V letter 1 EADN M letter 1 EC7 and H. It cannot possibly be brought back to reality. Even you may also encounter danger. He stammered. Actually I... Before S letter 1 EDF M letter 1 EA1CH could say more, View D stroke letter 1 ED3NG had already taken out her phone and interrupted. So earlier on the car I already contacted a few cultivator friends nearby. Told them to come over. This way there will be no problem anymore. On the upper side of the main office, that T letter 1 EB boss was still standing there waiting. The man behind his back spoke. Your emotions have begun chaotic already. He glanced back and replied, What? The boundary of life and death. Even fear I am not permitted. Hearing that, the man smiled and continued. In Sun Tzu Art of War once said, soldiers victorious win first, then afterwards challenge, meaning that victory or defeat of a battle before starting to fight has already been decided. Receiving this confidence together with this certainty of him, that T letter 1 EB boss was still somewhat doubtful. You think yourself have already grasped sure victory. I truly envy your optimism. After all the match of you people, ordinary person like me originally cannot intervene. Why must care about my feelings? He replied, Not like that. You have contributed much into my match. He asked, Contributed? The man added, The cultivators look as if strong, but also have weak sides. The effectiveness of using spiritual energy of them depends on the state of their spirit. Cultivator with unstable spirit then cannot exert all strength in battle. Heart without distracting thoughts, not affected by outside world. Such cultivators are the most troublesome type. Luckily, there are very few cultivators able to reach such a state of mind. Before you once said S letter 180F M letter 1EA1CH very cares about his sister. You kidnapped his sister, moved to a hiding place. This is enough to disturb the mood of S letter 180F M letter 1EA1CH. Even if he is a slightly unusual body cultivator, his strength will also reduce significantly. As he spoke, the corner of his mouth lifted into a smile. It will be better if you keep those workers staying here and working normally, thinking of the safety of colleagues living day and night together in the match. S letter 180F M letter 1EA1CH will also be tied hands and feet. Hearing through once all the words that he said, that T letter 1EB boss angrily shouted loud, "Is it necessary to do to such extent? That is several hundred lives. Could it be you do not have a bit of sympathy? If cause large casualties, my company will not be able to continue open anymore." He replied, "This is my habit. Standing before the strong, the first thing is must by every way eliminate them. If you have already rejected my advice, then at least also hope you display your confident emotion. Especially in front of S letter 180F M letter 1EA1CH. I do not want him because of your frightened emotions that suddenly become with high fighting spirit." That T letter 1EB boss smiled, said, "Trying to restrain the emotions of oneself. Display the aura of not worried is enough. Hope those small details that you notice truly can exert all their role. C letter 1BO letter 1E1NG botch CH letter 1N9NG Tern Sin." On the lower side of the building, exactly like what that T letter 1EB boss had arranged beforehand, everyone in the company all were given off work this day. Not a single shadow of person appeared. View D-stroke letter 183NG looked around once spoke. "There is no one in this building at all. Seems that T letter 1EB boss has already prepared well to start battle. You really not wait a little longer. My friend is about to arrive." S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH replied, I have decided already. My sister unclear life or death. I cannot be at ease to wait here." Seeing you already said like that, she also no longer obstructed. "All right, then I go together with you. However, you did not agree but stopped. No, you still should stay here, will help me more. In case of urgent situation, you and your friends still can be outside supporting me." She replied, "Then you be careful. Try to prolong time. Wait my friends arrive, will immediately support you." You nodded agree. I understand already." Words finished, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH quickly stepped straight upward to the office of that T letter 1EB boss. The door gradually was opened. Along with that, the slow footsteps of you also entered inside. Inside the office at this moment, on the main working desk, exactly that T letter 1EB boss was sitting there, and at the guest desk was a man with strange appearance. He tried to appear calm, asked, "S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH, meet again already? In secret realm playing was fun or not?" Facing the question of him, S letter 1EDF M letter 1EA1CH did not bother to answer. "Don't speak polite words anymore. My sister is where?" He smiled, replied, "Calm down. I invited your sister to come as guest is to display friendly attitude. As long as you can forget the misunderstanding between us, I will not pursue responsibility of you about the matter making deficit in the amusement park project, and I still pay for you a very large compensation." However, at this moment you did not want to hear those things, but only wanted to meet your sister. "Hand over my sister here first, then talk other matters." That T letter 1EB boss immediately refused. "This matter then not possible. I must prove for me to be at ease, or become friend same side with us. Before that your sister still is an important hostage." You interrupted, "If I do not agree, then what?" Hearing that, the corner of his mouth lifted, showing a sly smile, replied, "If so, I can only ask Consultant Chow of the Lai Corporation to come persuade you then." At this moment, the attention of So Mok immediately shifted back to that man. Around his body spread a terrifying aura, as if wanting to devour him alive right there. "Consultant Chow, huh? just seeing the power surrounding his body. That little Chow was so scared his face turned pale, thinking, "What is this kid?" Unable to move, just thinking of attacking him, even one of my fingers could not move. The sixth sense obtained through countless crises always warned me, intelligence cannot make up for the gap in fighting strength. We'll die if fighting him, surely we'll die. Facing him, So Mok still stood there. Two blazing red pupils stared, asking, "Consultant Chow, huh? You are together with those who kidnapped my sister, huh?" Right then the attitude of that little Chow had changed 180 degrees. Hurriedly waving his hand, explaining, "Young master, so, you misunderstood. I am a senior consultant of the Lai Corporation. You can just call me Little Chow. This time I came here because I heard you were treated unfairly, so I came to uphold justice for you." Hearing those words he just said, that two general stiffened completely, not understanding anything. His eyes blankly uttered, "Oh dear,